everyone, and welcome to the cyberpunk campaign. I am your host, Bugboy1014, and I am joined by...
And definitely not.
Oh, definitely not what?
Hello.
Hello.
Definitely not Markiplier.
Yes. Hello, everyone, it's Markiplier. I love drinking milk. That's a deep reference, everyone. So, this one started a little late today, but that's fine. Where we last left off, horrible things happened last week. You Jacksepticeye intro. Top of the one to you. I can do Jacksepticeye if I want to. I can be as loud as him. I got the voice to do it. I've done it before. I just can't do the... Anyway. Oh. Where we left off. You got some madness inflicted upon you and ended up seeing a forest. Anakin's. You remember that one?
Vaguely, yes.
Yeah. You were also passed out on a car during there was an assassin who came to try and kill both of you. Actually, specifically to try and kill Foxy. They failed to do so, and you had to deal with the assassin. Your assassin turned out to be known as a servitor, or a person. A person.
You're basically like Cyborg from Teen Titans, but all messed up.
Yeah, like, they're kind of like Cyborg, except if you were forced to become Cyborg, and then also basically slave like protocols.
The force part is the same, but the slavery part is different. I'm pretty sure an unconscious person being forced to be a hybrid robot by your own dad is not by choice.
Right. I forgot Cyborg's backstory for a second. Anyway, I still feel bad for him. Either way, where is I going? Oh, right. I completely lost my train of thought. We were talking about the servitor, I remember that. Oh, right, we found out its backstory a bit.
Turns out they were a criminal corporation,
The death row inmate, yeah.
Yeah. Corporation found a bunch of old robotic stuff, decides to, why not, and shove it into the guy.
That's what you presume happened, yes.
No, that's what he told us.
That's how these things are made, but Bolt pointed out that either Corporate made this or Corporate found it and reused it. So, you don't know if Corporate actually made him, but you do know that Corporate was the most recent one who controlled them. But yeah. So, that all happens. Also, he was going to explode. Also, you tried communicating to him, and the robot part wouldn't tell you anything, while the organic part was just asking you to kill them. That was morbid. And yeah, it was also going to explode when you tried tampering with it, which you managed to disable and run 200 feet outside of the desert. Outside of the gas station in the desert. And yeah, that's when you found all the information. And now, another bad thing has happened. Want to know what happened now?
What?
It started to rain. A storm has rolled into the desert.
Oh, come on!
So now you're both getting soaked in the rain. With standing in front of the corpse of this mechanical bio being that is still there dead. What you gonna do with the corpse? You know, it's
Other than bury it, not much. Well, other than bury it and head inside, not much. Oh wait, I forgot. We still have a mission for Bolt to do. Otherwise, we're getting on his hit list.
yeah, and that's to make sure Corporate to get the dog back. To make sure Corporate doesn't get any information about him.
We can do that later. We need to save your dog first. Why is...
Alright, Zoro does not know. I have not told him about the mission. Yes? Didn't you tell Zoro about this?
Told me.
Yeah,
Bolt
told Zoro.
told me. Like, I asked Bolt what can I do, and he told me, you go save that dog, or your ass will be on my plate.
Yeah. Yeah, so Zoro already knows what's up. He knows that he needs to get on Bolt's good side, because Bolt is currently worried. And we saw the last time Bolt was upset, he demolished the building, and then renovated it to start using it himself. Also, to be fair, you had already asked Bolt about this person, and they already told you everything they know. Bolt doesn't really have any more use with the body. I mean,
we basically have Jack Squad on information.
Yeah, and the tech is so old that it can't be hacked.
We might as well be.
Go ahead.
We might as well be futuristic. We might as well be modern people trying to understand the writing of Atlantis, which, by the way, no one understands.
Right. You might as well try and be people in the year 3000 trying to understand what the fudge a typewriter is.
Or cavemen trying to work a computer.
But in the other direction, yes.
Yes.
Would grab Zoro by the ear and head to the gas station that's holding, even though he's still holding a gold bar. When did you get a gold bar?
Bolt.
Oh, Bolt gave you a gold bar. Also, Rhino, give me either a nature or acrobatics check. Nature or acrobatics.
Make sure you don't drop the gold bar on your foot. They're heavy.
That's your job. You're the one holding it. Rattle's just dragging you around by the ear.
Why would I be holding?
Zoro's the one holding the gold bar, evidently.
Yeah.
I don't remember this gold bar at all.
Then how would I? No, I'm pretty sure. Rattle's still holding the gold bar. Why do I hold one if I'm the one that brought out the robot outside?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure Zoro does not have a gold bar, I'm pretty sure right now. I don't even remember what this gold bar is.
I remember this gold bar was a payment. Because of the Buster button.
Right. It was a payment, and I thought you left it in the gas station?
Apparently not.
Well, we're just going to assume you left it in the gas station, because you were in there, and there's no reason why you would carry it with you when you're also trying to carry this thing.
Yeah, there's no reason I would hold it. There's no reason, Rattle would hold it.
Okay, so Rattle and Foxy, Rattle and Zoro, I'm going to have you both give me a dexterity saving.
Oh no, lightning struck.
No, not lightning. You're trying to walk up a hill in a desert that is currently experiencing heavy rain. Do you know what heavy rain does to a desert?
Actually no.
Causes it to start flooding and rushing around, giving you almost no purchase when putting your foot down. It makes it a lot harder to walk.
Oh.
Foxy, give me a dex save.
Sure. Just, there we go.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and tell you what happened. Rattle, you took him by the ear and started walking up some steps, and you got about halfway up the hill, and then lost your balance. Managed to prevent yourself from falling, but you did slide back down the hill again. And in that, you dropped Foxy, and Foxy wasn't able to catch themselves, so they face planted into the wet mud that was now being made.
I am
sorry.
dead. Yeah.
And
Either way.
when you look up from where you face planted, you're about inches away from the corpse. Almost face planted the corpse.
Oof.
If you had rolled a 10 or less, I would have made that happen. You rolled a 14. Rattle is currently stifling a laugh.
I'll just crawl on all four. I'll just walk on crawl / walk on all fours back to the gas station on solid land.
Yeah, you actually don't have a problem with it because you get to ignore difficult terrain. He doesn't. So you're actually fine walking on the road, but Rattle is not.
Good luck. I'm leaving you there. Bye.
And then, like a cat in the rain, you just zoom all the way back to the gas station. Why do I imagine you get into the gas station and just do the thing that dogs do, where you just shake and get all the water out of your fur?
Yes. Yes. Yes, I would. And no one's going to stop me.
Alright.
I'm going to smell like a wet dog, but no one's going to stop me.
Right. That's silly. Okay. When you walk inside, you see that the gas station owner and the hummingbird are in here.
Oh, hey. When do you get back?
Where did the gas station guy go again? I forgot.
He was at the, ex-ICE prison. I do not remember what happened to him then, but, now he's back.
Oh, right. Yeah, you didn't see what happened to him. I found my own way back. I came back because I heard Bolt told me to check on you. Something about an assassin.
Oh, right. We dealt with him. He's outside, disabled. Well, I say disabled, but more like brain dead.
Oh boy. You're not even going to bury the...
Look outside. I would if I could, but I couldn't.
There's rain everywhere. Rattle, you haven't even made it back to the gas station yet. I'm going to say it will probably take a quarter of your speed, so it'll take you a couple of turns. It'll take you about, 6 turns back to the gas station, aka full minute.
Even with flying enabled?
I forgot they can fly. Forgot the power armor lets them fly. I am dumb.
He has his actual wings, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, I forgot that both of those things can let them fly. I am dumb. I apologize. Yes, you can make it back just fine because you can fly.
I have the power of anime and fly.
The only thing I'll say is, do you have any experience flying in heavy rain?
Oh, that's a good question.
Because if not, I'll have you make another dex save. Or rather, acrobatics save. Whichever you prefer.
No, come on.
And this is specifically because you're using wings. By the way, yes, there is rules for heavy rain. I had flied out of the crater that was in the bank we were in. Yes, but
Yeah,
it wasn't
but
raining it.
yeah, there's a difference between normal wind, like still wind, and heavy wind.
In this case, it's
It's like
heavy rain.
yeah, it's like sailing a boat between a calm wind and I'm in the middle of a freaking storm wind.
Yeah. Right now, it's down. I think I'll go like that. I know some things like it makes it heavily. Oh, whatever. I can. All right, you passed. So it was a little awkward, but you managed to fly your way out of there and fly to the gas station relatively unharmed. Though you noticed it was slower for you to fly in the rain, which is your armor wasn't slowed down. So since you're using a combination of both to fly, you get there relatively. All right, you make it back to the gas. The mood is relatively somber because of what reason happened. Great.
Well, at least I gave them him peace.
Yep. And the gas station owner taps one of the walls, and then a small notch appears out of it, which he pulls open and reveals basically a tiny closet, which has a shovel in it, among other things, a rake.
Ah, cool.
He pulls out the shovel and says, "Well, neither of you are going to. I'm going to go out and bury that body."
I'll go help. At least I have steady footing out there.
Mr. Furball, no, you stay inside. You're affected by the rake. I can do this on my own. If you insist on
Okay.
coming, I won't stop you. You guys can drag you something. It's been a while since we've used actual map, I know. Would land with front door, I appeared out of nowhere while ring. Once you get back, I'm going to... The gas station guy says, alright, what is it that you want to give me? Go ahead and give it to me. Really. His eyes open a little wider. Where did he get these?
I assume bolt.
Oh, right. The new box. Okay. That it makes sense that you get it from that is. Alright, I'm gonna go bury the body. Back. Just go ahead and store the gold
Okay.
bars in the safe in the basement. He opens the front doors to the gas station. The bell that you always hear. Walks out.
We have no leads. We have no traces. We don't even in 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 Oh, if my girlfriend is still restrained from the prison or on her way to kick my ass.
I should set my self on keep it all.
I'm always on do not disturb, so
Fair enough. I like talking to people, so I try not to be on do not. Or you should check on your employees. Oh, right, you have employees.
um most of them have logged out, so probably have very few employees that's still waiting for a paycheck, which I would give them their paycheck now because I have the money for it.
You have four. Um,
Yeah.
you give them paycheck plus back pay.
Yes, for you know putting up with me for so long.
Uh, away from Rattle. Once again, for those who don't know, Rattle is for read on.
That might questionably works at best. Oh, well, would give Zoro the money I paid from him for stuff we have gotten. All right, you also got some data chip. No, not data chips. Microtransaction. I'm just going to say that. I forgot what you called them. Credits. Credits. Yes,
Yes.
I
The
just remembered
generic
that now.
feature, the generic feature money of every system.
It's so generic. I somehow forgot the name.
Yeah. By the way, I put in group chat what's the current rain on. This also gives you an idea of how heavily it's rated. You can borrow the money and pay them. The employees. There is currently still just there is one female and 3 male employees left. There used to be.
I used to
3.
have a lot.
There's actually a new employee.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you had only 3 employees left, but there's about 4 here now.
Wait, did something happen while I was gone? I asked my employees.
They look at each other and then look at you questioning the answer. Well, we continue doing our job, boss. Beyond that, we don't know. By the way, what was their job?
Um, it's either upkeep the store or make something to sell on the market.
Ah,
You know, because of money troubles and issues.
right. So they managed to raise some income while they were gone. But they of course took their cut back to getting.
Yeah.
Um, one of them types up and says, I'm glad I can be employed by you.
Did I hire them or did because I'm blanking on who this new employee is.
Are you asking in character or out of character?
I'm asking out of character because Zoro would at least remember.
Give me a history check to see if they remember.
History.
A lot has happened, so their memory might slip. Right
Oof.
now, they've been through so much stuff, they have no idea.
Sorry. It's been like one heck of a day. I just been, well, someone tried to assassinate me. Can you please remind me, when did I hire you?
Oh, I was one of the people who initially rescued back. So, um, before you left, I had right. Eventually, going
Uh,
back to the cafe. Another point found me. They said
okay,
that
that makes,
I can work.
okay, that makes a lot of sense now.
Yeah, this is one of your former employees that left and has now come back.
Well, welcome back to the team. At least I can pay you guys now.
You're not mad at me?
Buddy, I am more mad at corporate than at you.
They just kind of give you a big smile and then these are yeah. You both have your earpiece.
Okay, we need something to track down this guy's dog.
Oh, the Steel Defender of Rattle?
Yes.
Yeah, Bolt contacted us, and we've already been trying to, announce it. Evidently, Bolt knows the number of your employees.
That somehow makes sense.
It makes sense, but it's also a little creepy because you never told him. And you don't even know the number of how to contact your own employees. Yet somehow Bolt can. Invasion of privacy.
Eh, it's bold.
Right. So, they currently show you the scans that they've been doing. First, they tried scanning the tracking chip in every one of these Steel Defenders, and no luck, because the last known location of it was about 2 miles out of town. So the most that's going to give you is a direction. That's assuming it's even the correct direction.
Hopefully, a corporate is dumb enough to only fly in a straight line and no weird movements.
Hopefully. Oh, and that was the last known location because the signal went out at that point, which likely means the chip was destroyed, but we don't know for sure what that means.
Oh, god damn it. If they destroy the chip, that means they probably do some weird movements, but at least we have a direction.
They also give you another map, though, of 5 corporate locations that are generally in that direction that they think would be where it is.
Okay, let's go. I'll go check them out. Rattle, you're with me. Guys, I forgot his name. Him out of character. What's his name?
What's whose name?
The gas station guy.
I forget as well. We'll just call them Samuel.
Samuel, hold down the fort.
They're still outside burying the corpse.
Oh, right. When Samuel comes in, tell them they're going to hold the fort. Shoot, hold the defender. I point to who,
Meanwhile,
know where.
Rattle is just feeding their animals.
Steel defender, one of you who are going to come with me. You two decide which one's coming.
You mean Shield Guardian.
Yeah, Shield Guardians.
The one Shield Guardian that belongs to your girlfriend looks at you and says, I don't think that will be required. And also, I don't think that's a good idea for you.
Why?
Your girlfriend is coming.
Oh boy.
And the longer you run, the harder it will be.
Fine. We'll just wait here for my girlfriend.
Yeah. And your Shield Guardian says, I mean, but to be fair, I think Samuel can hold down the fort by himself. He'd take out 6 corporate dudes with
with, with my own gun, but yes, fair point.
Besides, I'm bored. I don't want to sit around anymore.
Fair enough.
It was a little fun when those bandits attacked the gas station, but they got squished too easy.
Again, fair enough.
Days like these, I want to fish for winter. By the way, yes, you've already did actually.
Some of you guys, not come because they may, EMP, which will shut you down. Corporate may have an EMP, but I have a hack.
To be fair, if they EMP you, it would also shut down the electronics in Zoro's body as well. That would
And also,
be bad.
and also, corporate may not do that so close to their own base in case it may accidentally EMP their own technology, which they need.
Right. I will point out, though, you do have those prototype guns that you stole from the one place. Like the prototype rail rifle and the plasma.
Oh, you mean the one we got from the bank?
Yeah, the ones you got from the bank. You never technically gave those to Bolt. You still have them.
Yeah, he only gave the gun and we took and Bolt only took like half the payment we got.
Yeah. So he let you keep the prototypes. So you have like the prototype railgun and the plasma thing and the heavy machine gun. You have one of the dozer miniguns. The only thing you don't have is the dozer helmet because Alder took that.
We have multiple dozer armors.
Sure.
He just has one of them.
Cheap.
Cheap. So, if Rattle, hands me some of the guns, I'll just, mount a minigun onto one of the shield guardians, unless he has two of them, then I would mount one on each shield guardian.
Ronald, did you happen to grab more than one of the guns?
That's my girlfriend. My girlfriend was grabbing the guns. Rattle was busy down at the bottom of the bank opening a door, so that's up to you, DM.
Let me think about this. Because, okay, she grabbed the guns, and then what happened after that? After that, she went down to the bottom of the elevator shaft, and then the rope trick thing happened, where she had to scramble up the rope trick with the gun.
You did say she at least has one of them stored.
I know, but I'm trying to think if she has multiple.
Roll D100 and see.
Roll me a d6. Someone. I don't really care who it is.
5.
He has 5 of the miniguns.
Did she give any?
She has 5 of them. Whether or not she gave them to other people is entirely not up to me. Because did you ask for them?
Let's see. I remember in the trick room, I basically say, everyone put your loot in front of us, and we would just decide to split up, so maybe?
Yeah, then you would have split in that case. Also, Rattle is saying that they're giving the guns to be fair, I only think you can give your own guns, because I don't think you can convince Zoro to give away their loot. Rattle, do you want to try and make a persuasion check to persuade Zoro to give up their loot for you as well?
I already gave them the money, I promise.
Right. I have not give them the ones I got. Okay. Fair enough. So you have done that. Does anyone want to test the prototypes, by the way?
Sure, if Randall gives me one.
There's still. Where did you pile all of the loot?
Let's see. Uh, we we put it in the uh, let's see, in the trick room we put it basically in one pile.
And then,
Well, and then we split it up between the five of us. So it's kind of questionable. Well,
you
but
all climbed into a helicopter.
yes.
How much did you
So
bring with you into the helicopter?
um, all of it. Most of it's stored in our data pads for lighter load.
Okay, so you still have it in your data pads. Then.
Yeah, but last I checked, Rattle did not put all the prototype weapons in the loot, so he still has all of them.
No, Bradle, didn't you put all the prototype weapons that you got into the loot? I'm pretty sure all three of them were there because I described them in the loot pile.
I mean, Rattle could have just been holding them and expecting them and not
I
give
don't
it.
remember. So we're going to go with what I said, that they were also thrown into the loot pile. By the way, there's four of them, not three of them.
Ah.
There was what looks to be a large, blocky firearm with coils of electrical wire going through the entire thing on both ends, which I described as a prototype railgun. You know what a railgun is?
Yes,
Or a Gauss rifle. Forget.
I seen what a rail gun is in real life.
I
What
also gave you
this?
pictures for each of these, if you remember.
Yeah, yeah. I remember in a documentary I once saw in like school. It's like longer the railgun, the more deadlier it is.
Yes. Also, Alder is back. They were passed out.
Ooh.
What was that noise?
What was what noise?
I heard a little badoo noise. I was wondering what
Oh, that's the activities.
Oh,
Remember Discord has a mini game thing, and one of them was YouTube.
alright. Now I have to leave that. Forgot about that.
Yeah, I'm just putting it there so I don't hear silence.
You
So
could listen to the ambient music I offered you in Group 2.
yes, but it sometimes stops for no reason.
After an hour, yeah, I haven't said. Let me scroll up. Until... Yeah, here we go. Oh, I just hit the Gauss rifle. What the references I'm using. Actually, sorry, no, the rail rifle. There's that one, and then there's also this one, which is also pins. Check the pins and there's more of them. So yeah, you have three different guns. One that looks to be some sort of electrical gun. One that seems to be a bunch of coils running around a chamber that is meant to launch a projectile, though it seems to be very crude and unfielded. The other one is a large gun with blue David chambers slash coils on it and a eagle-like design on the head. It seems to be glowing blue and it seems to be very hot. It's emitting a lot of heat. Which one do you
I
want
feel
to
like
try
the gun
first?
is actually on it.
Like,
I feel like the last gun is some. I feel like the last gun is somehow like it's actually turned on. It is just charging. charging up a really powerful shot, so when we fire it, it just flies out of our hands.
Which one? The blue one?
Yeah, the blue, glowing hot one.
Ah. You don't... Well, do you want to give me an Arcana check to see if you can figure that out?
Yeah, sure, why not?
This is going to be a high check, I'm going to warn you. And you failed miserably.
I have 8. I am very blind, apparently. My eyes were suddenly covered by my girlfriend's chest.
No. You were looking at the gun, trying to figure out why it's emitting so much heat, and then you realized you have the gun upside down. You couldn't even tell which way was right side up the gun. Too late, Huey. Rattle, do you want to give me a shot to see if you can figure out? You also failed miserably. Both of you have no idea how this gun works.
This gun is so old I can't tell which way is right.
Or new, because it's prototype.
Sure.
Yes, you were helping Zoro and failed.
One of you who helped me, I asked one of my employees if one of them can help us. Maybe because they work for corporate, they may have a clue, because it was in a corporate building.
All of them just kind of shrug. If you,
well,
they said, one of them does actually pipe up with something. Say, those are probably prototypes. You would have to go to the prototype division for information. Would you like me to point out on your map?
Yeah, sure. Just mark the X on it.
Alright. So, in your power armor, you notice that there's actually a new feature which gives you a local area map based off your knowledge and the knowledge of other power armor. And there's now a new location marked in it about 30 miles away, roughly. It's outside the city by quite a bit, and it's a bit a ways from the 5 different areas you could check. You'd have to go out of your way to go here instead of going to the Field of Vendors.
Okay, we will check that later. I'll put it on my to-do list.
In other words, it's a side quest. It's an optional side quest. Zoro, why don't we add electricity bullets to your 4-shotgun? When did you get electricity bullets?
When did I get... Oh, wait, I had the 4-shotgun.
You do have the 4-shotgun at the Yuki. Oh, I'm saying this is an idea. The 4-shotgun doesn't use bullets. Go ahead.
There was a different... I'm pretty sure there was a different gun that you make different type of bullets. I just don't know if this is the one.
The 4-shotgun can be tuned different kinds of energy. It can be either... It basically can tune to different damage, elements of damage.
Okay.
So, if you wanted to tune it to
But
lightning damage, you could do that. Sorry,
yeah. I just remembered there was, like, a multi-tool shotgun that can, like, if you change out the bullets, it can just shoot out different stuff. Like, it can shoot out webs and something like that.
I don't remember that one. I think that's not the 4-shotgun. But I think we talked about that as a hypothetical, but not one that was actually... By the way, it's an interesting idea. Do you all want to mosey over to your destination, or no?
Well, waiting on my girlfriend.
Oh, right.
She's coming.
Give me a D100 roll.
$25.
Alright, Foxy, give me a perception check.
Perception is 24.
Okay, so Zoro, you feel a bit of foreboding storm approaching off in the distance, which is ironic because it's currently raining, but you feel something is coming, and it is coming fast, whatever it
Oh boy.
is. Doesn't hear it, he just senses it in his bones.
Yeah. Well, hopefully this will work. Since I questionably have one of those. Do I have one or no? Those are
Have one of
miniguns.
what?
Those are minigun.
Yes.
Okay, I'll just mount one on my girlfriend and shield defender.
Do you have any
Uh,
sort of tools to help you? How are you planning on mounting?
I mounted because it's a quadruped and I decided to mount it on the backside.
Okay.
Right, like basically on near one of the shoulder. Do you see like basically one of Doom guys his gun that goes over the shoulder and fires?
Yes, but that requires an apparatus and like a pintle mount and stuff to get to work. We have the ability to make all of that.
I'll try. I only have
You
a
have the
hacking.
raw materials to make any of that.
Pretty sure there's spare metal around. I would
Okay.
help him since I'm. Oh yeah, he is a battlesmith. There is
Fair
spare.
enough. Rattle
There
would
is
be
cl-
more qualified.
Yeah, Rattle's more qualified for this.
So you explain your idea to Round Darkstar, and Round Darkstar thinks it's possible, but would need some materials from around. So, give me a D100 as you zoom around to find scrap metal and other mechanical parts.
We're also going to scrap the Dozer armor and add it onto the shield defender to boost their defense to ridiculous heights.
One thing at a time.
Yeah. 1D100, right?
Yep, 1D100. 84. Okay. You managed to find off in the distance, about 300 feet away from the gas station, you managed to find a busted old car that is currently rusting and is missing, but it is still made of metal.
Oh well, we can just melt it down and refine the metal.
With what furnace?
My girlfriend in Shield Gardens, for some reason, has a very flammable breath.
Fair enough.
So, all I need to do is, like, bring it back, make a dry area, and make a furnace melter furnace, have her guardian breathe fire and melt down the car from there.
Fair enough, but you are still currently standing in the heavy rain.
I have a chip that ignores all penalties.
I know, but it's hard to set something on fire when it's raining. You know what
Oh, right. That's why I brought up make a dry area for a metal furnace.
Right. Also, yeah, currently the metal is soaked. And also, this car weighs still, about well over 1,000 pounds still.
He could bring it into the gorge.
Garage.
What? Oh, garage.
Yeah, you can bring it into the garage. The question is, how is he going to drag it 300 feet to the desert while it's raining, while it weighs 1,000 pounds? Are you that strong, Foxy? I don't think you're that strong.
I'm not Hulk strong,
No.
but probably my shield guardian. Yeah.
Let me think about this. So, I
My shield
actually
guardian.
calculate strength. Give me a second.
My shield guardian is like 3 times my size. Made of pure metal.
That doesn't affect. Okay, so would you like to know what the fact is?
Sure.
So we have their raw strength score. Assuming of their medium, let's start with the normal carry weight of a beast. Roughly about 220 pounds. Around 200 to 300-ish, so we'll go split difference, take 2 feet. Then it would be multiplied by 2 because it's a large creature. Actually, sorry, no. Multiplied by 3 because it's multiply by 2 twice, because it's a huge creature. That would be 1,000. Wait, yeah, that's already 1,000. And then is also, since it's a quadruped, it has Beast of Burden, which also multiplies by 2. Yes, it can carry 2,000 pounds. So you can reasonably put it on there. It can't necessarily lift it, but it can carry it.
Yeah, I'm going to call my shield guard over to carry this thing back to base, and we're going to scrap the car.
Yeah, I'll have the shield guardian. Do you have anything to let it ignore it until spring?
I'm pretty sure we made someone tried to make copies of my chips. Not the Godspeed chip because that's way too hard, apparently.
Rattle tried, and they succeeded on a couple, but I don't think they ever put them in the
Does he still have them on hand, or did he already use them on his body or something?
I don't know. Tell me, Rattle.
I still have them, let me think.
Have them, I think.
I think.
Yeah, you still have them. They're not implanted. But you called your shield guardian before it was implanted. So, it tries to make it there, and it's barely able to keep its footing. Though it mentions that it will be a bit slow going back because of the rough terrain and because of the slippery terrain.
Okay. I'll tell them to stay put and call Rattle to... Hopefully they still have it on hand and could install it into my shield guardian so they can walk easier. I mean, they have no use for it now since they have an organic body, and if they install it in their body, they're going to lose the ability of magic.
Problem. The problem is that you can't reasonably install a chip in the rain. They don't want it getting wet.
True.
So
maybe he could just, like...
You would need to send the shield guardian back to the gas station and then get them dry.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Okay, Jada's. They're not installed.
I already don't have magic since my magic part is... Yeah, but if you do get magic back, it's best not to install a chip so it doesn't get removed again. That's how I understand. That's how the chip works, I think.
That's not how chips work. So, basically, the way it works is that you can use magic with chips in you. We know that's the case. Because Zoro, you use magic all the time, remember?
Oh, right.
Yeah.
It was something else.
Chips don't work if you're an organic creature, which is what Alder is. And Alder is a werewolf. So, yeah, they don't have any cybernetic parts. So it wasn't the fact that chips block magic. It was the fact that chips, the mechanical parts required to have chips exhibit magic. It doesn't block it, it just makes it harder. And that's why Alder can't use chips.
Okay, I just got an idea. Since I have a climber's kit, that usually entails it has a rope. So, what I'm thinking is, I tie the rope onto a solid part of the car that won't come loose, bring the other end of the rope as close as my shield guard, and they can like drag it back from there.
That works.
Only problem is I do not know how long the rope is because no one brought up.
Standard rope in D&D is 50 feet of camping rope.
Okay.
So
is that long enough, or is that long enough, or no?
So you're trying to use the rope to help give them leverage to help drag it better?
Yes.
Yeah, you can do that. Because basically what you can do is you can tie the rope around the waist of the Shield Guardian and then tie the rope around a sturdy piece piece of the car that isn't completely rusted away, and basically have it just kind of drag it out of the desert.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can
I'm going to
reasonably
help. I'm going to help. It only lost like one wheel, right?
It lost all four of its wheels.
Okay, never mind. And I'm just going to help push at the back or something.
Um, yeah, it's pretty much on blocks. You can try to help, but how much can you lift?
I have a strength of 5.
Really?
There's 5 and 20. I do not know which one to
Oh,
say.
oh, you have a strength of 20. Okay. You meant you have a plus 5. Yeah, the plus 5 is the modifier. Your strength score is the 20. I was like, wait, do you have a minus 2 to your strength? What's going on?
No. I have a strength plus 5.
Okay.
But I have a strength of 20. Yes.
That means that by default you can carry 300 pounds, but I believe you have something that doubles it, so it's actually 63 for you.
No, I don't. I only have something that doubles speed, not
Oh,
strength.
true. So you can carry it to 300 pounds, which is why you can carry the servitor. Oh, wait, I know what doubles it. Your power armor. Power armor doubles you carry.
Oh, yes. Yes, my power over double strength.
Yeah, you can use a charge to have it double your strength.
Yeah, I'm going to do that to make the dragging the car back to the garage faster.
Okay. Between a combination of both of you, it will take about 2 minutes to drag it all the way from there. Well, we'll say 5 minutes. It takes you about 5 minutes to drag it all the way from there. And that's with you going slow and taking your time to not slip. So if you wanted to hurry it, it could take less time. Yeah, there's no reason. You're not in a rush. Well,
Yeah, other than my girlfriend angrily coming back.
Right.
And I'm trying to hopefully lessen her anger by making a surprise by like upgrading her shield guardian or something. But yeah, if it's like 5 minutes, there's not much to worry about. Forging takes a long time anyway, so hopefully Rattle, when I explain my idea, Rattle is making like a smeltery in the garage or something like that.
Also, so I heard from Fox Warrior. Fox Warrior slept in, and they have a terrible migraine. They said they might be able to join us in about a half hour if it's still going, and I said that's fine, because Alder's not currently.
Self-care is important. So, what's Rattle doing during the 5 minutes?
Good question. Probably working on the chip. If I had to guess, Rattle, are you trying to install one of those chips into the girlfriend's shield guardian?
If she's not on fire still.
We're asking Rattle, what are you doing during the 5 minutes? I would think that one of them would be doing putting the mobility chip into girlfriend's shield guardian.
I mean, considering the rain outside, it would be a good idea.
Yeah. And the fact
It's
that
that or
Go ahead.
it's either that or make something to smelt metal with, since I'm bringing home a big chunk of metal.
That too. Whichever you want to work on.
I would tell. He would tell my girlfriend she'll guy to head to the garage so he can install it without stuff getting wet.
Okay. The girlfriend heads in. Not the girlfriend. The girlfriend's shield guardian heads into. And go ahead and give me an Arcana check to. Go ahead and give me an Arcana check to Wild Dog Star. implanting it in. Because it's a little different than with the normal person, but it's not that much different. Okay, you managed to reasonably do it. Now let me double check what this chip does again.
Ignores all difficult terrain. That's what you told me.
Yeah, let me look here. Mobility. You are unaffected by difficult terrain and gain +5 in movement speed. So,
Wait, +5 in movement? That's new.
yeah, 5 extra movement speed. 5 feet. Extra.
Why no one told me this? Because I could have used those 5 extra movements. I've just been working with like 200 movements per action.
Well, your base movement speed is 70. And so when you get in this, it was 75. By the way, Field Guardian has a movement speed of 35 feet as a quadruped, so now it's 40 feet.
Neat.
Right, Zoro does have the Godspeed chip. They don't really need more movement. But it's always nice to have.
It's nice to have, it's just that I already have a Godspeed chip, and you're the one that's going to copy my Godspeed chip, so everyone else... Well, everyone else that wants one can have one. The tier guards are definitely going to have one, because, well, one, they don't starve, I think. Do they get hungry?
The Shield Guardians? Yeah. No. They just have electricity.
Okay.
They run low on battery. They don't get.
Okay. So we just need to upgrade their battery storage. Or just add a solar panel somewhere. I don't know. Either one works. Well, at least you can make a fixed version. I think. Hopefully.
Apologies, I was filling in Fox Warrior.
It's fine.
Okay.
I said it's fine.
Okay. So, sorry, this saw a funny thing. Godspeed chip in you kind of broken by Alder. No. The Godspeed chip is not broken by Alder. I said this before, I'll say this again. The Godspeed chip is not broken by Alder. All Alder did was crack the power armor and cause their Godspeed chip to go haywire for a bit. It didn't actually get damaged. The signals were going haywire and caused him to go comatose.
It's like a finicky Wi-Fi signal.
Yeah, it's kind of broke. You do need it to be repaired, but it's not actually broken.
It could be questionably fixed, but we don't have the time him to go to Bolt and ask him to fix it when we have a job to do of saving your dog from getting data extracted about Bolt.
Even if you had the time, you're not in Bolt's good graces right now.
Also that.
Yep. Okay, so Bridal, you managed to implant this thing, and then when you're about to finish putting it into the bot, you then see the garage door open, and the other Shield Guardian starts dragging in the car with just a very wet and upset Zoro behind them.
Shakes off the water.
Actually, wait, I forgot. Zoro, you're not wet because you're wearing power armor currently, so you're actually fine.
But I still shake like a wet dog.
Yeah, even though you're in the power armor.
Yes.
And your shield guardian goes, wait, why did you need to do that? You didn't even get wet this
Instinct, I guess.
time. Fair enough, and it gives you a head back. The shield guardian gave you a head.
Well, at least they didn't crush me.
You're on all fours, so I'm not going to have you make a dex save. You managed to keep your balance because you're on all fours.
Okay.
Okay. Good timing. I think yes. So, they drag in this car full of scrap metal, and Rad Darkstar, give me an investigation car.
Oh no, a living hobo is inside.
Rad Darkstar, you're having difficulty finding actually useful parts from the car, though you do realize that it's a little heavy. It might actually still have an engine. So give me another investigation check for the engine. And this one will give you advantage on. As you open up the hood. Okay, thank God you had advantage. So you open up the hood and see that there is still, in fact, an actual engine in it. It's not a working engine, but there is still an engine and some parts. And you find enough actual parts in here that you could reasonably make some sort of motor out of parts in here. As well, and you realize that with that and a few other parts, you could make a working, like, pivot mechanism. Actually, there's one more thing that you need, and I'll ask you both this question. Do either of you have ball bearings?
What?
Know what ball bearings is, right?
I can assume it involves a ball.
I'll post a picture of ball bearing. Oh, I know what it is.
Also, are we able to melt the rusty metal and reforge it into good?
No. Give me a second, because you're currently trying to figure out how to do this without melting metal, by just using metal parts.
Oh.
Because you don't really have the ability to melt
Oh,
it down.
those!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, you're trying to make one of these currently.
Oh.
So you're using parts from the car to try and make one.
I'm pretty sure neither of us has it. If it does, it's probably like one of those, like the first picture, just sitting somewhere on the desk of the gas station owner. If he decides to have one for some reason.
No, what it probably is, did you know that there's an item in these, straight up just a bag of 1,000 ball bearings? It's a common, it's a mundane item you can buy. It's not that expensive.
How fast can we get it?
Well,
I mean, we
what
are
channels do you want to go through to buy it?
What?
Do you want to go through corporate to buy it, or do you want to not go through corporate?
One that's not connected to corporate and close by.
Those are both hard criteria. By the way, here's what the rules for ball bearings are in D&D. If you're curious. It's pretty good for level 1 and 2 characters. It's helped me in more than one rat basement before. Anyway, no, there's not really any quick way to get this.
Oh boy.
Not
Hopefully
without just buying it off the corporate market.
Well, hopefully my super fast feet and ability to ignore difficult terrain could find the quote-unquote closest non-corporate tied building that can sell this.
Roll me a
Hold
D100.
the take. Frick. I feel like I'm using up all my lucky rolls.
Yes. In this case, though, this is actually before you...
78.
How's the reaction? You can
Uh,
totally make a tracker out of this. So, you can't make a tracker out of car parts.
no. Oh, wait, what? Yeah,
What?
well, either way, we'll just worry about that later.
Yeah, we're not here to make a tracker.
We're here to mount a gun on my girlfriend's shield guardian and scrap the armor into more armor for the shield guardian, and hopefully with that will act as like
Wow,
a
your
surprise
microphone is
gift,
getting
and
really bad
she
right
won't be so.
You
Point
cannot
is,
understand what you're saying.
we're doing something to surprise my. Okay.
I get the point. You're making something to surprise your girlfriend. Yes. That 1D100 was because the
So
gas station guy got back and he was hearing the fact that you guys need ball bearings. He said, and so, Thorough, give me a deck save.
Oh boy.
You fail, and you
Eight.
get conked
I
in the head by a bag full of metal.
By who?
You know, for someone with a God speech, if your reaction time is actually pretty terrible.
I know. It's probably because I lack brains to be aware.
The gas station, no, not Lydia. The gas station guy threw, the bag at your head, threw a bag full of ball bearings at your head and says, think fast, chuckle nuts.
Scout, I hate you.
Says, to be fair, it wasn't a flashbang this time. He just kind of smirks and smiles. Says, God, I miss playing with you. Turns out, GF2 is canonical to this D&D campaign.
Luck is never has a metal.
That's true. I'm surprised I didn't hear a ringing sound, given how empty his head is sometimes.
Hello.
Hello.
Howdy, Older.
Wow, you sound different.
It's okay. They sound nice. So, and with that, that is actually a signal for something. So, as you were handed the ball bearings and say thank you, and you have all this joking, you will see a large fireball crash into the side of the gas station. It doesn't hit the gas station, it's outside the gas station.
Oh boy.
As, guess what? Your girlfriend's back.
Hey.
And, she is pissed. You also see that she still has half of a bed strapped to her. She somehow didn't free herself, but instead ripped the bed in half. The kids. That's Linda. Yeah. However, Linda's not alone, because guess who's chasing Linda?
As one of the employees of Bolt.
No, well, yes, but Alder. Alder is chasing Linda. Did you put your name in the confident pocket? Oh no. So, Alder, you were sent by. You recently went on your own little side quest involving a mining excavation and the door that you were told to investigate by Bolt. But that was cut short because the girlfriends broke out of containment, ripped the bed in half, blew 3 doors open, and started running out of the facility. and Bolt's told you to chase after her.
I am now a small bean.
You're about to be a fried bean in a second, as she is currently running directly at you, Foxy. I'll give you one turn. Thorough, sorry.
Question. Do my lay on hands have fully recovered?
Have you taken a long rest since you last used it? Or is it short rest? I forget.
It was short rest, but
Round Arcstar evidently pushed you forward to her before you could react. So
I know.
You're directly in front of her now. Okay, so one, she tackle hugs you, but she also tackle hugs you with the bed as well. So give me a dex save as you're basically bludgeoned by her body and this 500-pound bed that she is strapped to.
500 pounds?
Probably 50 pounds. Yeah, she basically football tackles you.
No, yeah, if Ron would do it, Alder was gonna do it.
I like to think that both of you do it, where she football tackles Foxy, and then you football tackle her and Zorro.
Yes. You know what? I won't dodge it. Let's do this.
Okay.
Let's do it.
So, you're going to take, 4d4 plus 4 bludgeoning damage from the initial tiefling. And give me a dex save to see if you're knocked prone.
Okay. Dex save. I have a 7. I am now prone.
Yes, you are fall prone as they football tackled you to the floor with this bed. And then I'll have Alder do it. Do you want this to be a football tackle, or are you going to give the people's elbow again?
People's elbow!
No. But it's all the toys.
Pile drivers from the ceiling, down the basement. Okay.
Yeah!
So, I like to imagine that she tackles both of you, wraps her arms around you, activates the jetpack in her power armor, and just pile drives you down the basement stairs. While Randall's just watching this happening.
I just like how you could just hear, yeah!
Okay.
She is unkind.
Yeah. And she is currently suplexing a bed for no reason. Did they react to what I said? No, they're too busy to react to what I said. Guess they're dogging calling their son and be deaf. Doggy piling. Okay, so give me an attack roll, Alder. Improvised attack roll. So just raw strength.
I am dead on the inside.
That's a 20. That's good enough. So, you both get sent careening down the stairs, and I'll have everyone here take some falling damage.
Oh
There's a
god,
man.
as if I didn't take enough damage.
Alder is
how
a
much
teen, of
damage?
course.
How much damage did I take from my girlfriend? I did not put it in yet.
9.
Okay.
You took 9 bludgeoning. Are you resistant to bludgeoning?
I'm not a werewolf.
Okay. Well, werewolves are immune to bludgeoning. Meanwhile, everyone who went down the stairs, including you, takes 3 heat. Takes 12. 12 bludgeoning. Which, pick object durability wills. I believe that actually breaks the bed.
Alder doesn't get hurt at all. Alder just breaks
Well, at
the
least
bed.
she's free from bed.
Yeah, she's freed from the restraints of the bed.
Because you're a werewolf, you don't care.
Alder clearly doesn't care.
You're a werewolf, you don't...
All that happened, Alder, is your power armor's the visor on it is cracked. That's it. Because your power armor took damage, you didn't. And currently, you're all just in a pile with 4 employees there, kind of backed up against the wall, not sure what to do, as the bed is on fire and destroyed. It's on fire because of the girlfriend. And, yeah, your
Don't worry, this is just
girlfriend's
a
starting
normal
to set
day.
herself on fire.
I'm very sorry that I left you behind, but I was trying to make a surprise for you when you who got sober again.
What? Why did you
Which
let
is
them
kind of
strap me
true.
to a table?
I did not know that. I
I'm
already
just
left the building when they did.
I'm just following orders.
And your orders were stupid.
My orders are stupid, but I follow them nonetheless.
And she's not wanting to talk right now, and she just sets herself on fire.
She just sets herself on fire.
So,
I'm
I'll have both of you take
I-
fire damage unless you back away from her.
I will back away unless she's still hugging me.
She is
Alder's
still
not
currently
backing
hugging
away.
you, so you get to try and escape her grasp if you want to back away, Foxy. Sorry, Zoro.
Please help! I'm dying.
Give me an
Someone have
acrobatics
to fire
check to
me.
try and escape.
Uh,
Alder, did you back off?
No, and also I forgot Alder's resistant.
not 20.
Yeah. You're
Alder's
resistant to what, Alder?
Resistant to all damage except psychic damage or damage from magical silver weapons.
You're also immune to non-magical bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing.
Alder's gonna stay like
Okay.
full hell on her mission.
So, Zoro, you managed to actually, I had added something to your guardian. Well, yes, they're currently down at the bottom of the stairs, Rattle. They're too distracted. Okay, so, Zoro, you managed to escape from her grasp and get out of the way as she's burning. Alder does not. So, Alder, you're going to take 3d4 fire damage. That's 5.
Oh boy.
And the bed has begun to smolder.
I'll just get the fire extinguisher nearby and just like put out the bed.
Okay. Uh, roll an attack roll with the fire extinguisher. That'll be raw dexterity.
Why is it attack roll?
You'll see why in a second. 7. Okay. You managed to extinguish the bed, but as you're doing that, you almost catch your girlfriend in the actual attack. And when she starts to get covered in the fire extinguisher stuff, she gets annoyed at you and fires a firebolt at you. So you get the firebolt spell at your face. He's not thinking straight right now.
Oh boy.
Not thinking gay either. Sorry, I had to. That was a bad. Alright, she is a level 5 character, so... 24. What's your AC?
My AC is 31.
Okay, so she didn't manage to hit you. You managed to dodge out of the way. Unfortunately, though, roll me a D100, Foxy. Because there are employees
Oh boy.
and
Hopefully she
computers.
didn't hit any of them.
There is employees and computers and wires. Okay. She doesn't hit an employee, but she does hit one of the wires, and now one of the wires to the computer is on fire.
Okay, everyone. You guys evacuate the building just in case things start blowing up.
And you take the fire extinguisher and start to try and put it out.
Yes.
Okay.
Hopefully it's like a store issue fire extinguisher which can put out any fire.
Yeah, it's a big, heavy-duty fire extinguisher. Like, it looks like this thing can almost keep up with the flamethrower, given how much it's putting out. Anywho, Alder's back. Yay!
Alder's back!
Yes. Welcome back, Alder. First,
Alder's back, the first thing she did.
I was
I was
getting
getting used to
dealing
dealing
with
with
one of you two.
He calm her down before he actually ignites a gas line.
That yeah. Okay. So Alder, you were just told to grab to make sure that the tiefling doesn't cause any trouble. You weren't told to retrieve her, so you kind of can just stay here if you want to, or you can go back to Bolt.
I'm gonna take her back
Your
to
choice.
Bolt.
You're gonna take her back to Bolt. Um, actually, give me a history check because I think your character would come up with an history or Arcana.
Fuck yes, Arcana.
Okay. You had a good idea. Would you like to know what that idea is?
But
You learned a little tip from Bolt that can let you reprogram someone else's power armor. So, you came up with the idea of the Tiefling is currently wearing her power armor. You can reprogram it to force it to fly its way back to Bolt.
I'm gonna.
If anyone's seen Iron Man 3, they know what scene I'm
Yes.
talking about.
Yes.
You can do that. Give me another Arcana check to see if you can hack it before she burns you. Okay, that's a success. Yes, you managed to do it. And she says, and then she's just griping, "Damn you!" as she's just being flown out of the gas station. I'll get you next time, Alder.
Sorry. I'll pick you up later.
It's just orders.
She flies away.
Okay. Is there any way? Is there happen to be any drug that can calm anyone down?
Oh, by the way, currently, Alder, if you do not know, it is heavily raining outside. So there is heavy rain currently, which is not good on your fur.
Let
No, I don't want to get wet.
Yeah. By the way, everyone sees that at this point, Alder has fully integrated the Dozer helmet into their power armor, so they just now have it permanently as part of their power armor. Thanks to Bolt.
Yay.
Also, anyway.
Okay, let's get upgrading these shield guardians so we can take on the task of breaking in and getting someone out.
Would you like to inform Alder of what happened and what you're currently doing?
Oh, right. Older, Bolt is tasked us with rescuing in Rattle's steel defender in case they have information on our friend Bolt, who is basically pissed at us, and we're hoping we save if the shield guard before they get any information. If they did, we're going to basically nuke all information.
Yeah, he basically said, retrieve the Guardian or retrieve the Guardian before they get information, and if they do have any, destroy any information that they have on him, regardless of the method used.
Yeah, any traces, any leads, I don't care, just delete it all.
Yep.
We're basically nuking the whole place down to Earth core.
Maybe not that much, but yes. You know how Bolt gets, Alder.
Figuratively speaking, we're going to bury them that deep.
With Bolt, it isn't always figurative.
Yes, Bull is more literal. We don't have that firepower, so we're going to do it figuratively.
Yes. Alder, that is fair. You gave all of that to Bolt.
Okay, good.
You also got payment for it, and you got given a gold bar as well as a bunch of food of your choice.
All steak.
Yes. You got given about 50 pounds of prime rib steak.
Yes.
So, Alder, what do you say? You're going to join us on flattening a, corporate building?
Always.
Currently, what they're trying to do is mount one of the dozer miniguns onto the back of the shield guardian.
Yeah. That
And,
way, so when we storm the place, we have an oversized dozer with us.
and they're using scrap metal pieces from a car as well as ball bearings to try and make it. I still have to add the chip to the guardian. You already added the chip, though. Well, you added the chip to her guardian, not to the other guardian. There is that.
Yeah.
Casually nomming. Oh, by the way, Alder, you've gotten better with your nanobots now. You have more control over them, and now you can do more things. Would you like me to DM you one of the things?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, I just DM'd Alder what they're now capable of. Oh, right. We're about an hour and a half into the stream, and this seems like a decent stopping point. Does everyone want to grab some water? Everyone want
Yeah,
to take
sure.
a small break? Nora? Milo? Alder?
Yes, actually.
Okay. Alright, so we're going to take a small
Water.
water break, and we'll be back.
Okay. Oh,
Dang.
mayo. So we're just waiting for Bug. Okay.
Called me.
Oh, welcome back, Bug. Everyone's back.
Yes. Hmm. I've actually been here for a while. I just
Hey.
Let's see.
I just heard a cute noise from Fox Warrior. It's okay. It's okay to make cute noises.
I got bapped
What?
by my phone on my nose.
Oh,
So that's the noise you make when you're back. Good to know.
Just
Uh,
what the hell? Why am I getting why is it saying I have like one direct message on Discord and I'm checking it's like you got no direct messages.
Discord just wants you to check on it. It feels lonely.
Friend showed up as none for a second. Discord off.
this is just older.
So, the plan is equip hip miniguns on shield guardians, upgrade
Oh.
them with dozer armor, probably pick up my girlfriend so she won't get any more mad.
No, she's
And
currently
have
heading
her-
back to Bolt.
Yeah. So we have to go back to Bolt's place to pick her up.
No.
Well, one of us.
Why do you want to pick her up?
So she won't get any more mad at me for
But-
leaving her again.
Bolt wants her to stay in the facility. He doesn't want her to be with you right now.
Oh. Okay, never mind.
That's why Bolt sent Older after them.
We're just going to upgrade our shield guards and go knocking on the 5 mark corporation place until we find the right one. It's either that or the first one we go to, we question and go find the right one, or just nuke all of them.
Well,
So which
hopefully
one?
you can get back
So which
alive.
one of? Yeah. So which one you want to go with, Alder?
Well, we haven't
This
even really
in and
officially
out.
started the session yet. We're still on break.
Oh.
Let's
Oh. Yeah. We ready to continue.
Hey, Older.
Oh.
Want to know something that Foxy got me into last time we did this session that I now know a lot of the lore of, but I didn't before?
What?
Hollow Knight.
Hmm.
And I found out, oh god, the Hollow Knight is very similar to Cathingless.
Oh no, we figured out what thing. Oh, actually, wait, no, that's actually scary.
Right. Do you know why I say that?
Why?
Because Hollow Knight is a being of the void contained within a hollow shell. Which is why the light that was infecting people was put inside of them, because they were already devoid of motions and were a void being to begin with. In addition to being made for the purpose, but yeah. There's a lot of Hollow Knight lore. Spoilers for Hollow Knight, I guess. I had to look into all of it, but yeah, there's already a ton of parallels between Hollow Knight and my campaign just because of how much it deals with the void. Also,
Can you hear me? Rattle, just checking, you can hear me now, or can you still not?
I can hear all of it.
I know, that's why I'm just checking, because like, I was like, oh, I can't hear Alder. I'm like, okay, I feel like that's an issue.
Alder, Rattle, are you able to hear Alder? They are asking you questions. Okay, Rattle, try leaving the call and coming back. Can you hear Alder say something?
Alder, say something.
Ah!
Wah.
Yeah, right now Rattle can hear them. It was just Discord being a dumb stupid.
Okay, good.
That's why I told Rattle to do that, because I didn't want Alder freaking out thinking it was something on their end. It's totally not.
Listen, it's good for me to just go, okay, this person, is it everyone or is it just this person?
No, because I can hear you. And Foxy could also hear you. We were talking.
Yeah, the fact that I was talking to you mean I could hear you. If I was somehow talking to you without I'll hear you, that would be very impressive.
And
Considering
weird.
I would have no clue what you're saying.
It's like that meme of you're hearing a conversation, but they're on the phone, so you're only hearing one side of the conversation.
Oh my god,
And
yes.
you're trying to figure out what the other person is saying based off the one side of the conversation you can hear.
I like how this item that's still permanently in Alder's inventory is just duct tape.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hell, duct tape's probably going to be useful to strap the stupid pintle mount onto the freaking Sentinel, Warden, whatever the hell it is. Shield Guardian. That's it. You have to think about Hall Knight. I think about Sentinels and Wardens. Hey, Alder. Not right now, obviously, but like later today, if you want, we can hang out and just gush about Hollow Knight more because parallels there. Are you going to be busy later, or does that sound good to you?
That sounds good to me.
Okay, cool. Because I got the rest of the day.
Can I join because I questionably? Yeah.
What was that, Foxy?
I have such. Oh, can I join in that conversation because
Yeah.
you know, I know some of it.
Sure. It depends on when that though, because like I figure it would probably be around after dinner my time, so like 7 p.m. or something. Unless you want to do it immediately after the campaign, Alder. But I figured like after.
Anytime.
Sorry, I'll stop interrupting. What was it, Foxy?
So, I'm good with any time.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, by the way, one last thing before we get started again. Hey, Alder, guess what? Foxy is getting interested in joining the Stormfront campaign.
Ooh.
Yeah. Currently, they work Saturdays.
Once I get my Saturdays.
Yeah, as I was about to explain. Currently, they work Saturdays, so they can't, but they might be able to get rescheduled if they want to, so they might be able to do Saturdays in the future. So, hey, we might have a new character. And they're already cool with joining into like a level 11/12.
I mean, I'm fine with starting at scratch, but I don't think I would survive long if I did.
Right. I am not throwing a level 1 character into a level 12 party going through a dungeon that has over 40 floors in it. No, thank you. Referring to the spider, by the way.
Are we all here?
Yes. We can
We're all
continue.
here. We're just waiting.
Okay, I'm ready to continue.
Your character could have appeared at the birthday bash.
Yeah.
That was a while. I'm pretty sure that's a while ago, and that would cause some sort of time paradox.
Yes, that was literally last year, so...
Unless he means the upcoming one, if you decide to throw another one.
Which I won't. I am debating if I want to do something. I'm not really probably going to do it because I don't do the same thing 2 years in a row. um, yeah,
Unless
no, we're not going to... Well, actually, do you all want an upcoming birthday bash? Do you want me to do another
I,
birthday bash?
I mean, we could just see it as a special event.
I'm all for it.
I'll make an announcement about that in my server later. I'll think about that.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's get back to the actual stream. Yeah, birthday bash was
Yes.
fun. Yeah. Okay. We're about 2 hours into the stream, by the way, so we have about 1 to 2 hours left, depending on how we want to go. All right. So, let's get back into it. Where we last left off, you both were you three were upgrading the robots. Through the combined efforts of all of you, you could reasonably rattle. We'll do a small time jump, by the way. While you do you all mind if we do a small time jump while you upgrade the robots? Because that really be the point. In
That saves time.
Yeah.
It saves time.
Okay. So around Darkstar, you managed to put the movement chip in the other one. Do you offer the movement chip to Alder? Because actually, wait, Alder can't use chips then. Alder's armor can. Hey, Alder, do you want a movement chip?
Mobility.
Mobility chip.
How fast can she move normally? 45 speed. Yeah.
What the mobility chip lets you do is it lets you ignore difficult terrain and gives you an extra 5 feet of movement.
So that way, when we walk through the desert, we won't be constantly slipping onto our face and accidentally snapping our own neck.
I think Alder has that by default due to a ranger thing.
Yeah, they actually
Really?
get to ignore difficult terrain already because of Ranger. But it would give you an
Oh.
extra 5 feet of movement speed.
Okay then. By the power of duct tape.
Alternatively, Rattle, did you... I remember you were trying to make an area scanner at one. By the power of duct tape, yes. All three of you managed to upgrade the robots and managed to fashion some sort of turret. It's not the best, and it's not the most durable thing in the world, but you managed to mount the actual turret things on the back reasonably well.
Both or just one?
Both. And, however, it's not on the shoulder. Have you ever seen those pickup trucks with a machine gun in the back?
I think those army trucks.
Often, no, the ones that are more often seen like Middle Eastern countries.
Yes.
Yeah,
I have not.
I'll send a picture of one.
I'm not going to do surgery on anyone because any more would cause no longer or being a cyborg.
Yeah, you basically have it mounted like that, except it's on the back of a centaur, mechanical centaur, basically. Here, I'll send the picture in group chat. This is
Please
what
do.
I'm talking about. This is how you have it mounted. Instead of it being in the pickup, it's on the back of the actual centaur. Yeah, Call of Duty, if you know that. Or the Warthog from
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the best way for me to explain. Think Call of Duty.
Also, the specific picture I was thinking of when I was referencing this was actually this one. Where it's literally just a lawn chair. I think that's literally a lawn... No, wait, no, that's a wheelchair. Never mind. A wheelchair with a machine gun. Anyway. No offense, by the way. I don't mean any offense by this. You managed to put these on here. However, I will have all three of you give me an Arcana check to realize the problem with the current setup.
You'll have advantage because it is my shield guardian, or no?
No, Alder has advantage, but the other two do not. Alder didn't need it.
Arcana.
So, Alder,
19.
Alder, you realize something. The other two don't, but you do. With the current setup, there's no way to reload the gun. So, there is a box magazine with 500 rounds in it, but there's no way to actually quickly or efficiently reload the box magazine. Needs more duct tape. I don't think more duct tape will help this.
There's not a problem that can be solved by more duct tape.
Oh, what, are you going to duct tape the other box magazines onto the centaurs?
The power of duct tape fixes every problem.
The
I
power
don't
of
care,
duct tape
just do
compels
it.
you. The power of duct tape compels you. That's funny. Okay, so something does
Why
not
I feel
seem
like-
right. You say that as Alder proceeds to start duct taping boxes of magazines onto the centaur. Something doesn't seem right about this.
It's not like we can have the ammo store in the shield guard and like there's a slot that can just feed the ammo to the gun.
That would require you going into the internals of the Steel Guardian, which would require you shutting
Yeah.
it down, which would take longer.
Yeah, that would take too long. For now, we'll just work with the limited ammo we have in the machine gun, like save it for like emergencies or in group situations.
Yeah. For now, 500 round magazines is pretty good enough. You do notice, by the way, there is actually a mode. By the way, if you don't remember, Alder, those are machine guns, typically. However, there is actually a mode on the machine gun. You realize you've never seen a dozer actually used, but it has it. Would you like to know what that is?
Alder?
I'm talking to you, Zoro.
Oh yeah, sure.
So Zoro, you happen to notice there's actually a switch on the side of the machine gun, and when you flip it, you can actually control the rate of fire. It can go anywhere from what it is at default, which is 100 rounds per second, which is what dozers usually do by default, but it can go down to 100 rounds per minute. And there's a couple of notches in between there.
20 rounds a second sounds good enough.
Okay. That works. That means that you'll fire. That means the machine gun will be less powerful, but you'll conserve bullets more.
Yeah.
Which, for those who wonder, that basically just means instead of it being a 20-foot radius square, aka instead of being a 20-foot radius circle, aka fireball, it'll only be a 10-foot radius circle. But it'll still be just as much damage. So is gonna have to manually reload. Looks at Zoro while holding Alder. Wait, why are you holding Alder's ear?
Oh, get off me!
How? Their ear
No,
is
he
covered
stopped
in a helmet
taking
and nanobots. Like,
I think he's doing it so Alder stopped duct taping boxes to the Shield Guardian.
Okay, Alder, Rattle, give me either acrobatics or athletics, and then Alder, give me an acrobatics to try and dodge this. Because I assume you're resisting, Alder. Alder's fine. Rattle failed, so you try to grab the ear, and this doesn't work.
Yes. Completely whiff and nay.
He said whiff, not whip. It didn't work. Close enough. He knew from last time. Yes. You tried to grab the ear, and it turned out to just be a nanobot ear, not her real ear. Use substitution jutsu.
No.
By the way, you want to know a dumb thing you can do nanobots now, Alder?
Hmm?
You can make your head really big.
Yes, big head man!
You can have big head mode if you want to, by having the nanobots replicate what your helmet looks like. But really big.
You're now a bobblehead. Congratulations. Are you proud of yourself?
Yes!
You are now a bobblehead protege. All their duct tape is not always heresy.
You're against our
How dare
religion.
you.
The gas station owner just kind of walks in here and says, "What are all you clowns doing in here?"
Oh, getting ready for breaking into corporate and like basically flattening them.
He just kind of smiles and gives Thoreau a head pat. Gonna throw him a second steel defender. Yeah. And Rattle, he looks around and says, "So I'm going to be the one holding down the fort while you're all gone, I assume?"
I mean, I'm gonna leave Bullet with you.
Yeah. Hopefully you're.
Oh, I am actually going to have
Hopefully
bullets.
you're fine with that.
Did I hear that right? You're leaving Bullet behind? Alder?
Yeah,
Okay.
to help you guard the place.
Thank you. It would be nice to actually have a dog here.
I understand.
I mean, I'm going to have to find a place that can exchange gold bars for actual credits and make sure that it doesn't get on corporate's radar, but once that happens, yes.
I mean, the closest place I can think of that you could possibly exchange gold bars for credits is like a pawn shop or a jewelry shop. Which I question they still exist.
They exist, they're just also run by
I mean,
corporate.
yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah.
I mean,
Alright.
we could just sell it at the black market and have them deal with the problem.
Yeah. So I'm going to do something a little special. I'm going to have the rain music and ambient travel music going at the same time.
Yeah,
Eh.
the gold bars Alder got. Alder's gonna like see if she could either sell it or like if it's useful to keep.
Well, they also got gold bars as payment for delivering the WMD. But yeah. So, you can't really sell it though, because there's not really many people that will buy it other than corporate, but if you want to sell it to corporate, go ahead. But I would not recommend it, obviously, because they're going to know. And it's going to be on the record.
Understood.
Maybe the black market? There is a black market. It will be a little bit before you can get it into there. And it would also be you going out of your way from the menu.
Yeah, we'll just leave the gold bars here at base.
Yeah,
and
the gas...
do the mission first.
Samuel, the gas station guy, told you to all leave it in the vault downstairs. Oh, vault. He said safe.
Vault safe. What's the difference? One is big, one is small.
Gas station owner looks at Ral and says, "That's a reasonable idea. I'll look into it while you're all gone.
Okay.
Have safe travels. And don't get yourself killed out there, kid." Says to Zoro.
I'll try my best.
I'll protect him, although that may kill him.
The gas station owner
Yes.
smiles at you and says, "I'm sure you will, Alder of the Forest." And he walks off, not explaining.
Wow, very little hope into me.
You've begun to notice, Zoro, he kind of treats you like a grandson for some reason.
Yes.
Meanwhile, he treats Alder like Alder is your older sister. Also, Alder, you knew this guy, because this guy is an old friend of Bolt. He hasn't revealed himself yet, but you can tell the gas station guy is someone you used to know back when you were much quite fully remember it, but you know this person from somewhere. Something from back in the war.
Oh.
Yeah.
Lord.
Yeah, it was mentioned offhand in the previous session, but this guy and Bolt are war buddies that separated their ways about, 50 years ago. They used to fight alongside each
Sense.
other at some point. Go ahead.
No. I'm just saying, makes sense.
Yeah, makes sense. Dar react to what I said. No, because I have been steering the conversation. Sorry, Rattle. I hope I don't have to deal with more murder hobo from both of you.
I responded in blip.
I know, but looking for Zoro's response.
I also blab.
Both of you black.
Yes, we both blab to that question.
At first, I read that as size and nose picking. I'm like, why are you picking your nose?
Bitch.
That's illegal.
We're in the post-apocalypse, but we have standards, darn it.
Well, oh god. I'm dying.
That's hilarious. Alright, on the road you go?
Yeah, we do.
Alright, you got 5 possible destinations marked on Zoro's map. Which all of you are able to see this if Zoro synchronizes your power armors. Because, if you didn't know
I
Alder...
do.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I do basically give him the map as well.
Okay, so if you didn't know Alder, this is something I mentioned here, but I'm not sure if I mentioned it previously. One of the features in the armor is actually a little map display that can show you the local area you're in, as well as the world map. But it specifically shows you what you know about, or what has been given to you by other people. So in this case, the only things that appear on this map are areas that you, Zoro, or Rattle have been in before. While having the power armor. You see, Alder, that there is 5 locations marked with exit, all about 30 to 40 miles outside of town, and on the opposite side of town, about 30 to 40 miles away. Do you question why there's these 5 targets there?
Yes.
Zoro, do you explain?
Yeah, I explained the whole what the science employee told me. Basically, they tracked down his dog for a while, but only got direction because the tracking chip was found and destroyed. So this is our best guess of possible locations they're going into, and if none of them have it, we hopefully leave an employee of theirs alive to question the hell out of. And if they don't give an answer, we're basically going to flatten every corporation and building until we find it.
Basically, yeah. The tracking chip only lasts. The tracking chip was lost after a certain point. We don't know why, but these are 5 corporate facilities that are roughly in the direction the tracking chip was going before its signal got lost. And so that's their guess as to where it is. Does that make sense, Alder?
It does.
Alright, the 5 facilities marked on the map are as follows. Number 1 is a bank. And I'll actually go ahead and put this in full 20.
Another bank! Let's do it all over again!
Odds are this bank will be easier than the others.
That's what you think. For all we know, it's a high secure bank with like miniguns on every corner.
Rattle, out of character, are you sure you want to split up?
No.
Yeah, I'm not sure on splitting up. I may be crazy, but I'm not that crazy.
Here is the 5 locations as they're labeled on the map. Which would you like to pursue first?
I didn't even hesitate.
Biology laboratory.
1 bank, 5 bank, redacted, amusement park, laboratory. Okay, if you were her kidnapper taking in a metal dog, where would you go? Redacted. And for me,
All
how
right.
about you two?
That's 1 vote for 2, 1 vote for 5. Sorry, 1 vote for 3. And I'll go ahead and put this into Discord chat as well and pin it so we remember this for the future, because all these locations I have plans for. So
Yeah.
stay together. Search will take a long time. Yes, but all of these facilities are going to be dangerous. Right?
Yeah, it's either we take a impossible amount of risk, or a very long time.
By the way, if you're wondering who I am talking as the Shield Guardian. Because they're in this conversation.
Yeah, they're part of this team/plan as well, so they have a say.
Yeah. Shield Guardian says, if we're going to split up, I would advise at most a team, 2 teams. But I don't really see doing more than 2. Even then, 2 teams seem risky, given what happened in the last bank we were in. And it says it glares at Alder.
It was an easy mistake.
An easy mistake that leveled the building.
Should have
And
been a stronger building.
you almost leveled me.
Should have been a stronger person.
You. I'm literally your son. You're calling yourself weak like that.
Should have been a stronger person.
I almost said Ralder. Brattle, what's your vote? Which of the 5 locations do you want to go to?
We need
Or do you want to split up?
Even if we split up, it's not going to be an even team, because we have like only 5 people.
By the way, I'm assuming that Zoro is walking on foot and the other 2 of you are on the backs of the Shield Guardians.
I have my own motorcycle, so I could ride.
Alder doesn't have a shield guardian. She gave Bolt to
No.
she's just walking.
But
You can ride one of the shield guardians that are with us.
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck yeah,
because-
then I'm gonna do that.
one of them belongs to Zoro and the other one belongs to the girlfriend. Zoro is fine with you riding theirs, and the girlfriend doesn't have a say right now because they're currently in Bolt's custody. I will point out, though, Alder, both of these mounts are sentient, and they are able to talk on their own, which is why I've been talking as them.
Yeah.
We were busy explaining something to Alder, Rattle. Be patient.
Oh, God. I've been thinking they would be like the Joker, and an amusement park would be their most chaotic place. I mean, it would be the place you least suspected, but it's an amusement park. There's going to be innocent people there, and if we...
But,
if we...
I will point out, it's an amusement park question mark. As in, the buildings there look so weird, the only thing they could think of is, this is an amusement park? We have no idea. It's weird buildings. It looks like an amusement park, but they don't know, they have no idea why an amusement park would be in the middle of nowhere.
Wait, is it done on purpose? Like you wrote bank and then 5 bank?
There, yes, I wrote all of those names deliberately that way.
It took me a while. I was like, wait, bank is there twice.
And they're also different names each time. There's bank, and then there's a bank.
Bank is just every bank.
The bank of money.
I smell pennies. I don't know, I just said that for no reason.
No, it was funny. Probably right. Okay, so that's 1 vote for biology lab, 1 vote for redacted, 1 vote for amusement.
Jeez, I guess the shield guardians are tiebreakers.
Yep. They start debating amongst themselves, and they're speaking in binary, so only Rattle can actually understand them. They're basically debating between which one they want to go with. They know they're not going to choose the bank because they don't want to be a smartass and choose 1 and 5. Though they do admit that would be funny. Just choose 1 and 5 and have no one make a decision. Is your Steel Defender sentient?
I
don't
that's
believe
a check,
so.
yes.
Oh, yes. Yes, it is. It has an AI check. Bullets is at the gas station.
All right.
Bullet's not here. They can't make their say. Bullet's not here. They can't make their say. It's like having a dead person vote on someone.
Speaking of, did you tell them about the servitor? Tell Alder, I mean. Sorry, what were you saying, Alder?
There's a way. I like how the moment I say there's a way, I just hear random screaming from outside my house.
Zoro, do you tell Alder about what happens, or do you keep it to yourself because of the sad vibes of it? For whatever reason. What do you do, Zoro?
Sorry, repeat the question for me. I forgot.
I said, do you tell Alder about this? Tell Alder about the servitor, or not because of how sad it is?
It looks like Rattle's doing it for me.
Oh.
As Rattle starts to explain that, Alder, you get a communication from Bolt.
How convenient timing.
That's the issue.
I will send an image to you. This is an image that Bolt is going to send you. And I will send the image to Alder. Yes. Bolt sends you this image, and it has a message attached to it. That is the message and picture you get.
Alder's response is just that.
Are you going to vocalize the response?
Yeah.
Okay. Waiting.
They just say, it's like, you just hear, fuck.
So, Alder was informed of the servitor. And I'll explain again, in case anyone forgets. A servitor is a crudely made cyborg assassin that is old technology that's mostly forgotten from before the war. It is not AI. It's not based off AI. It's not real cybernetics. It's more like just putting organic parts into a car engine to coordinate. It is torturous and hurts freaking terrible. The person inside was literally begging Zoro to kill them while they were actively trying to assassinate Zoro. There's a bunch of shenanigans going on there. But safe to say, and Zoro's explaining all this, as well as Rhino. Basically, this assassin was sent to kill Zoro. It almost worked. Then they managed to disable the assassin. They tried to get information out of it. They showed it to Bolt. Bolt explained a bunch of things. when they tried to get information out of it, Corporate tried to blow it up. As in, it tried to disable the robot and then blow it up with the organic person, as part of it. The organic person started to scream because of the fact that they were about to blow up. Zoro managed to pick up Rattle managed to slow down the actual explosion. Slow down the explosion mechanism, giving Zoro long enough time to pick it up, drag it out of the actual gas station, and disable it fully. This, unfortunately, though, meant the mechanical parts were disabled, meaning that it was literally just the organic parts still working, but they were paralyzed because their mechanical body was no longer functioning. So, Zoro, one last time, asked them to remember what they can remember, and they were saying their last words, as they were saying what little they could remember, and those are actually their final dying words, was, "Will there be an afterlife? Will I get to go to the afterlife?" That was their final words before they died.
Did the notes that Alder gave to Bolt actually help, like, with that knowledge?
Yes. Oh, wait. Sorry, no. There was one response to that. Their final words were actually "thank you," because Zoro gave, like, a motivating speech. Yes.
Well, closure. It's
Closure.
closure more.
Closure.
Yeah.
Thank you. That was the word of the closure. So, all of this happens. This all happened last session. And Zoro and Rattle. The lab notes that you gave Older, some of them did talk about servitors and from the notes and from your analyzing, from Older has told you, these servitors are basically these are previous generation dozers. Effectively, the dozers are the continuation of the old servitor program. Older.
Interesting.
Servitors are, as Bolt put it, servitors are, quote, bioengineered super soldiers built to do one specific job and that's it, irregardless of what the organic person within wants to have happen. They specifically use death row inmates, prisoners, or just homeless people, and surgically implant all of these parts into their body to basically control them as a slave and get them to the job. The only reason these crude automatons exist is so that they can cheat on the AI making process and effectively use organic brain the way they would use it. It is crude and brutal. Those were Bolt's exact words.
Mm-hmm.
They have two sides, one wanting to be free and the other wants to, and the mechanical side is the one that wants to obey its orders and commands, whereas the organic side just wants to not exist. In some cases, they are wired literally into their position, in the case of, like, spaceship flight. Which, in case you're wondering, yes, I am ripping this straight from 40K.
Oh no, I understand.
But yeah, servitors exist. They're fucked up.
Yeah.
If you look at the
Alder just gives her side, Rattle gives his side.
And this is why I titled the stream, Corporate sent an assassin, they died, and they will now pay. And put in the description, Corporate is more evil than we ever thought they were. Because these things are basically, in terms of just how they're made. So on that... Sorry, go ahead. Talking too much.
Understandable.
So on that note, the Shield Guardians were listening while all that was happening and just kind of looking at them and say, Zoro.
Yeah.
You know what? Given the current mood of the conversation, I think we can all use some fun We vote that we go to the amusement.
Okay then. That's votes to the amusement park, and hopefully no innocent civilians are. Well, or that it's either no all innocent civilians are there, or it's actually not an amusement park, for obvious reasons.
Your girlfriend's automaton says, "I want to ride the roller coaster."
I have no clue what it is.
You know what roller coasters
I know.
are.
It's just that the shield guards may be a bit too chonky.
Your steel
Alright.
defender is not deciding right now. They are just nuzzling you to comfort you. They're too busy wrapping themselves around you. Good dog. Yeah. Also, this is confirmation, by the way, that yes, the reason why the servitor blew up is because Corporate specifically made it blow up in response to you trying to hack it. Which is why you could only actually get information out of it once all the mechanical parts were disabled. And fine, we'll get further. Dog nods. Okay, amusement park time?
Yes, let's do it.
Alright. Do you want to do anything else over the course of the 2-hour trip it will take to get there? Or would you like me to just fast forward to you?
Nothing I would like to do.
Nora?
I mean, other than make sure the guns won't just like suddenly fall off mid-battle or something like that. No, not too much.
Do you have any... Yeah, give me an Arcana check. Or actually no, give me an investigation check. Sorry.
Arcana investigation.
Not Arcana. Just give me investigation.
My investigation is 12. I am blind.
You did good enough. You see that basically from what you can tell, the bearings are more or less intact. You don't know if they can take a bullet, but they can at least take the abuse of being used, not falling off.
Okay, good enough for me.
Notably, Alder, you notice that Foxy still has the data pad with all the experimental weapons in it.
Oh, right.
Thorough does.
How did-
Including the plasma rifle and the railgun and the electric rifle. Oh, let's get going. You two ride over and I'll fly high above. Okay, so Royal Darkstar is flying above all of them. Makes sense. Thoreau's riding the motorcycle, the Steel Defenders and companions are riding on one of the Shield Guardians, and Alder is riding on the other Shield Guardian.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so here's the quote-unquote plan. If it's a legit amusement park, we're not going to go in storming guns blazing. We're just going to check for anything suspicious.
One of the Guardians pipes up and says, are we going to go to the front door, or do you want us to stay like 1 mile away from the facilities and sneak in?
1 mile away so we can sneak in. If there's trouble, I'll call you.
Okay. We'll hang back then and wait for your signal. What were you going to say, Alder?
Just to basically be security in case something bad can happen. You don't
Yeah.
know.
We'll do.
Be sure to call me like every. The shield guards are linked to my suit, so they can call me, right?
Do they have power armor?
No, because I remember one time I was able to call them while I was stranded at the desert prison.
Oh, true. You're able to call yours, not your girlfriend, but you're able to call yours.
Yeah. So I would tell my shield guard to basically call me every 30 minutes. If I don't respond, assume I'm in trouble.
They say, well, what about every hour and you're the one that calls me?
What?
They're bargaining with you. They say, what about every hour instead and you're the one that calls me instead of me calling you?
Okay. Well, either way, if I don't respond, that means I'm either dead or in trouble.
Or
Much so.
or you forgot. Yeah.
Yeah.
The clown prince of crime. The shield guardians don't get it. Don't get the joke, Rattle.
Alder doesn't get it either.
I don't get it. I'm pretty sure my character doesn't watch Batman.
Right.
Da 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 da.
Yeah. Alder, you got a new toy recently too from Bolt.
Ooh.
Something you're going to get to use is you were given a satchel of 20 flashbang grenades.
Yes.
So
What's this?
you can quite literally crawl through a vent, drop one out of the vent, and say, "Think fast, Chuckle Nuts." Like a freaking scout from TF2.
Scout. Who kills scouts?
Why is there a man of bats?
I am there. A good registered side would explain those Alder's are. So you both were explained what the Joker is.
And Alder responds, why is there a man of bats?
No, that's one of Batman's villains. Because there's a villain of Batman named
Yeah.
I know.
I think he's asking when, like, Rattle will probably mostly say, like, the villain came from a show called Batman, and which will Alder prompt that question.
Fair enough. Yeah, and she can explain to her what's going on. Why do I imagine you specifically explained the Joker crew? Anyway, so you explained this over the course of the one act. It's a symbol of vengeance. I know you said vengeance. I read that as veggies at first. A symbol of veggies.
A symbol
yes.
of veggies.
Yes, I, Batman, the symbol of veggies. Eat healthy, kids, or I'll hunt your dreams.
The symbol of Veggie Tales. Alright. So, you make it to 1 mile. They stop suddenly when you're in the middle of still in the middle of the desert. Okay, actually, so during the 2-hour run, you actually run back into town. We'll do that first. So you're actually running back into town because you need to go through town to get to the.
Yeah.
Do you look for anything or do anything while you're in town? You can see a lot of the civilians are staring at all of you.
Yeah, but unless there's like happen to be a shop that can sell us something useful for the upcoming rescue mission, not much other than like the.
Well, there is high-rise buildings around everywhere, so.
The closest thing I think I would stop for is like I forgot the name. Food stands, those fast food trucks.
Right. Yeah, there is some of those around. Though you do also notice something else. There is also you're actually approaching the crater of the bank that you leveled, and there's actually corporate employees there working on the wreckage.
Oh.
You
guys,
try to hide from corporate, or no?
Yes, I will try to hide from corporate. Like, I don't know.
Okay. What do you do to the Shield Guardians? Notice that there's corporate employees and swiftly make a left turn at one of the on different street. Alder, you're on the back of Shield Guardian, right?
Hmm.
Alder and Rattle Darkstar's Shield Defender. I'll have both of you make a dex save as they make a sharp 90-degree. Also, Zora, are you following them? Because you're on a motorcycle, not on them.
Oh. Yeah, I will follow the Shield Guardian.
Okay, so I will have you give me an animal handling check to see if you can make that turn without spinning out.
I have a -1, but...
Oh, oh no! Okay, roll me a D100. And roll high. Okay,
97! That good enough for you?
Yeah, you rolled well enough. Okay, so I get to describe the scene. So what happens is, as they turn this corner and start to go to the left, you try to make the turn. You end up leaning too far. Alder manages to hold on, but the Steel Defender gets flung off of the Shield Guardian. Your bike is on its side and is skidding across the ground. It skids underneath the Steel Defender. As the Steel Defender flies past it, you almost hit it. And then you just skid out. But you manage to hop off the motorcycle, landing on your feet before it crashes into a building.
Oh boy.
So, you managed to come out uninjured. You didn't hit the Steel Defender, but your bike is now in a building. It specifically crashed through the front doors of an office complex.
Sorry.
Give me a stealth check with disadvantage.
I might as well fail.
You did.
14.
Yeah, I was looking for 20 or higher. Yeah, Corporate is now alerted to you. And there is currently, you hear the sirens of police officers approaching.
I'll call my motorcycle quickly back to me so I can get suited because my armor is my motorcycle.
It drives back to you quickly and then as it's midway through driving, it transforms into armor and slams onto your chest as it starts morphing on you. If you've seen Iron Man 2, you know what scene it's like.
Yes, I seen it. It's like the time where her Tony's like, nope, and catches his mask.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. Except I'm not Tony, so my face gets slammed by a metal.
Yeah. So, you're doing this. They're currently speeding down a road, dodging cars, and I assume you fly after them?
Me?
Yes. Your power armor can fly. Well, actually, I guess you're just parkouring, like Alex Mercer from Prototype.
I'm parkouring, but not after my Shield Guardians and allies, in case Corporate.
Oh, you're running in a different direction?
Yeah, I'm running in a different direction, but we're going to meet up at the same spot.
Okay, got it.
I'll just relay my message to the others to, like, don't stop to save me, just keep going.
While all of this is keep in mind, there's still the Steel Defender that got flung off. And while all of this is happening, Rattle, what are you doing? Because you're in the air, so you weren't involved in this. Do you want to rescue your Steel Defender? There isn't guards around. There's police cars that are heading towards you.
Yeah.
You could be Batman in a second, but they're not here yet. And also, your Steel Defender is currently helpless on the ground as it's skidded out.
I mean...
Okay. You'll fly down and grab your Steel Defender. And what? Are you going to try and fly off? Are you going to follow Zora or are you going to follow Alder?
Alder's well protected, so...
Yeah, Zoro doesn't have any confidence in himself. He has more confidence in Alder than himself.
Yes, I have more confidence that a shield guardian can take as many anti-tank rifles that heads towards Alder than a normal bullet to me.
Meanwhile, Rattle is heading directly for the cop cars. He is heading directly towards the police. Okay, so Alder is going off to the left. Zora is going out to the right. Rattle's going straight forward.
to the carnival place.
No. You're in the city. You're not even at the carnival yet.
Yeah, but he says fly forward to the place, meaning the spot we're going to meet up at.
Okay, you're not going to get anywhere near there yet before I'm going to say roll initiative, Rattle. Because we're going to do combat, because you're running directly into police firing squads. So, I would like you to roll initiative. I can roll it for you. Okay. Alder, Zoro, you two are not involved in this, because this is Rattle getting themselves into this. It's okay. I don't mind. If you would like to get involved, hey, you both will be hearing gunshots coming from the center of the city. So if you want to get involved in later turns, yes, it's still raining. There's still heavy rain. So that means that all the guards will have disadvantage on their shots because they're firing in heavy obscurement. Because yes, there is rules for heavy rain. Yeah, it'd be hard to see you in the Steel Defender, but they're still taking pot shots at you. Okay, so, I'll have you start. What are you doing on your first turn? You see a bunch of guards, not a bunch of guards, you see a bunch of police officers coming out of their car saying, "Don't move! Stop or we'll shoot!" Just remember, Corporate still considers all of you terrorists.
All right.
That's the reason why
The government. Oh God. Oh God, we are the Batman.
Yeah. Actually, you're more like Red Hood than Batman, right? Would tell my Steel Defender, turn invisible and flies up. You turned too robotic. I couldn't hear what you said.
Batman doesn't kill, we do, clearly.
Yes. You're more like Red Hood. That's why I said that. Alright, so Rattle, you're turning your Steel Defender invisible, but you can't turn invisible, so you're fine with them hitting you to not do that. Unless you have some sort of ability to turn invisible that I forgot about. Yes, Alder can Spider-Man her way around with nanobots. Can in fact do that. Oh right, I realized I still have the ambience music on. I should put on some combat music.
I don't know where you're talking about the music. Where?
It's in our imagination. So,
Do you want me to post the music in the chat? Here is the current song that I am playing. I'm also playing the Heavy Rain song at the same time. So I'm doing both that and this. I would fly to hideout side of the police. They are having you surrounded, but I'll have you make a stealth check with disadvantage. As this
from
is
what I...
you fail. Their passive perception is higher.
From what I can tell from wording, I guess, Rattle's going to fly straight up into the clouds.
Yes, but you don't have the movement speed to make all of that in one turn. And so they're going to get at least one round of shooting at you. Probably multiple, given how high you'd have to fly up there. And I think your fly speed is only 40 feet, even with the armor. I'll double check that, but I'm pretty sure it's only 40 feet. Flying speed equal to your walking speed, yes. So you have a flying speed of 30 feet base, and then if you expend charges of your armor, you can make it go faster. You currently have... How many charges do you have left in your armor?
Pretty sure we haven't been using our charges.
You used one charge earlier to increase your strength, Foxy. Sorry.
Yeah, other than that one time, we've basically been saving charges for like a very bad rainy day. Which is ironic considering the weather right now.
It is literally a very...
In-game.
Alright, so you use... okay, so the way power armor works with flight... Let me bring this up. So, powered armor says it has a bunch of capabilities, but the one we're talking about here is you can activate the boosters to gain a flying speed. The flying speed is 10 times the number of charges expended for 1 minute. If you already have a flying speed boost, then increase your flying speed by an amount described above. So, basically, the number of charges you expend gives you extra 10 feet of movement speed. So currently you have 30 feet of movement, which if you dash as an action, that can get you 60. How many charges would you like to expend to increase that speed? The clouds are about 200 feet above you.
I'm assuming if we use up all our charges, our suits will basically flop powerless.
No. Your suits can work even without charges because... Well, okay. They only expend one charge every hour. Just to maintain. Sorry, is it hour or is it 24 hours? Let me double check. Where is the field? This one's not updated, but yeah, basically, you only have to expend one charge every 8 hours to keep all the normal functions of the armor running, and then you can expend charges to do extra things. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Yes, the boost would put a strain on your rings. It would indefinitely do that. And if you use a large amount of the boost, then it would put a large strain on your wings. But it would help you fly up there. So, okay, if you just use one, that would mean that you could move 80 feet, and that you would get up into the clouds in 3 turns. If you expend 2 charges, it would get you up there in... Which do you want to do? Yeah. It's up to you, because it's determining how many rounds of fire do you want to have on you for the police officer. And the SWAT. Because Corporate does have an equivalent to SWAT, but I still select, okay. Alright, and that's the end of your turn. Let me start making attack rolls. So, I'm going to do mob combat rolls. What is your AC, Metal? 20. Okay. And beat an AC of 20. Is your dex really that low? Yes, it is. Okay. Oh. At beat an AC of 20, counting criticals, there is currently 50 officers firing at you. including a couple of guards from the actual buildings around you. So, that will be 50 shots. No, sorry. 100 shots. Because I forgot that they get 2 shots per fire. 100 shots. They each have only a +2 to hit. I need a calculator. Give me a hot second.
It's fine.
So basically they can roll 18 right. That would be 3 out of 20. Times 5. That is 7. 8 hits. We'll call that 8. 8 hits, 3 of which are criticals. Oh. I'll roll damage for these. So the 5 regular hits will do 36 piercing damage.
Ooh.
No, because it's in your arms. It doesn't have anywhere to run. You're carrying it.
Yeah.
Also, if it went to run,
Unless you
would
somehow-
shoot it. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. Unless you somehow give your steel defenders. Wait. The steel defenders are dragons, but I don't know if you gave them wings or the ability to fly.
No,
I forgot about that part.
you did not. I had said down and told it to turn invisible. You said that you told it to turn invisible. You didn't say it, you put it down. Let me double check. I would tell my steel defender to turn invisible and then fly up. Yeah, you just said that you told them to turn invisible. You didn't say that you put them on the ground.
Yeah.
So I figured it was just invisible in your arms. Okay. Sure, that's fine. You put it on the ground, it ran away.
That would make a bit lighter.
I could not hear what you said, Zoro. Can you repeat that?
Like,
Okay, so Rattle, you took 36 piercing damage since Zoro is becoming robotic, and I can't. Please type out what you said, Zoro. Yes. Okay, so... Alright, now the 3 criticals. That's another 18. So in total, you took... 54 damage. Which you weren't even at full HP. You're only at 64. Yeah. Actually, you would be at 10, not 8. Yeah. You're at 10 HP, actually. So, yeah, you are very heavily damaged, and that's been 1 round of shots at you. If you keep at the current pace up into the clouds, they'll get another volley at you. So do you want to try and expend more charges? Or are you just going to keep at the current pace and hope you don't die? Because, newsflash, you're probably going to get knocked to 0. It's your turn against Rattle. What do you want to do? Fair enough. Okay, you have 8. If you take another round of that, you're going to die. You're going to hit 0. So, What do you want to do, Rattle? 50 police officers are firing me. Would use 2 charges. Okay, so you are 120 feet away from there. You will actually need to use 2 more charges. So, that means that you've used 3 in total. Oh, you're going to eat Zero? Okay, take care. Okay. You used 3 and managed to get into the clouds. Alder, you noticed something. On your armor, you notice that Rao Darkstar's life signs just suddenly dropped by a large amount.
I want to say I want to go investigate.
Do you want to go investigate, or are you just gonna hope they survive?
Thinking.
Because the life signs dropping, by the way, was in response to you hearing 50 gunshots. Sorry, 100 gunshots. I'm sorry, from the center of town.
Question, is there any tall buildings in front of me?
Yes, there's tall buildings all around you.
I would scope it out from the top of a building.
Alright, give me an acrobatics check as you make your way quickly up to the top of the building.
Using the nanobots.
Yes. Like Spider-Man's webs. Alright. You managed to make it up to the top of the building relatively quickly. We'll say that it took your action and your movement to do it. Through a combination of your nanobots and also just a natural ability you have to climb. Looking down, you see that Rattle is currently... It's kind of hard to see because of heavy rain. But with your increased senses, you're able to see and smell that Rattle is flying up into the clouds. And there is what looks to be dozens of police officers on the ground firing their pistols up in the air at him. You've used your movement and action to do this. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
Can I minor illusion?
Can you do it as a bonus action? Is that a yes or a no? I couldn't tell.
Say again?
Can you do minor illusion as a bonus action?
I don't... Actually, no, I'm not going to do that.
Okay.
Just scope it out.
Well, you did scope it out. You have the rest of your turn. What else are you going to do anything else on your turn?
Nope.
Okay. You see that Rattle has gone above the clouds. Okay, so, Rattle, it's your, I'll have them try to fire again, but obviously they're not going to actually hit anything this time. Because there's literally no target for them to hit. Which is good. Rattle, give me a D100 roll. Let's see if one of them happens to hit you anyway. I'm going to let this be up to RNG. Ooh, 2 of the shots managed to actually hit you. They were just aiming wildly, but 2 of them actually managed to hit you. So I'll have you take 6 more. Wow! Really, Gabe? Exactly 8 damage. Uh-oh. Rattle's at 0 HP now. Uh-oh.
Stop doing that!
I'm sorry, that was not on purpose. Mayday, mayday. Rattle, you lose consciousness as your armor stabilizes you, and the automatic defenses in your armor, the automatic defenses in your armor kick in and continue flying you up into the clouds. And, it sends out an SOS to all of the other power armors, including Alder, saying, man down, occupant is currently unconscious. I repeat, occupant is currently unconscious.
Fucking hell!
Zoro even heard that. But Zoro's currently busy going to eat. it's your turn. You have the capabilities. Well, I don't know if you have. What do you want to do? You're presented with this situation. They're currently in the clouds. So it's hard for them to be shot at because of heavy rain. But
Hey, Chan, I'm gonna try to catch him with the nanobots.
Okay. So the armor is flying. Are you going to tell it to fly towards you?
Yes.
Okay. What are the specific instructions that you give the armor?
Keep out of cover, keep covert, and fly to me.
Alright. It stays in the clouds and then flattens out so it's no longer flying up and flies straight forward towards you until it's above you. But at this point, by the way, combat is more or less over, but it flies directly above you. It says, and then it waits for your instruction, floating above you, but still in the clouds. What do you want to do? Do you want, what are your next instructions? Because you didn't tell it to leave cover, so.
Stabilize. I'm gonna try to stabilize,
Ral Darkstar is stabilized inside of his armor. The power armor thankfully automatically stabilizes their occupant.
Can I heal him?
They're still currently 50 feet above you in the air. The suit of armor is waiting for your instruction on whether or not it should get out of the clouds, because you told it to stay in cover.
Get out of the clouds, get to me, and let me heal.
It follows, and its idea of getting to you is it just shuts off its jetpack and falls out of the sky.
I will catch.
You have a 1-ton suit of armor coming directly at you. Give me a athletics check with your nanobots.
Did I just miss?
You missed Rattle Darkstar being knocked unconscious, and then Alder having to direct the automatic defenses of the armor to fly above. Basically, the armor sent out an SOS because Rattle Darkstar is unconscious. They got knocked to 0 hit points. Alder, you managed to actually make a net out of your nanobots to catch the armor as it falls out of the sky. And you can attempt to heal Rattle if you wish to. However, give me a stealth check, Alder.
Oh, fuck.
With disadvantage. Well, actually, no, not with disadvantage. It's a regular stealth check. Okay.
Ah!
Corporate managed to not see this. They managed to not see the net or the armor falling out of the sky. Thorough, by the way, Alder is currently on top of a building because they Spider-Man their way up a building.
Understandable.
Yeah. They can use their nanobots to web sling. Anyway, so Corporate doesn't know you're there, but now the police are driving around the city trying to find one of you. We'll flash over to Zoro. Zoro, you received an SOS from Ral Darkstar's armor, basically saying that they're unconscious, and you saw their life signs drop like a stone. As you heard hundreds of gunshots come from the center of the city.
God damn it.
You don't know what happened, but you hear the police sirens are starting again, and it seems that there's cars now driving around the city. What are you going to do?
I remember. I'm going to. Hopefully, my suit made of nanobots can give me a different form.
Is your suit made of nanobots?
I remember my motorcycle is made of completely nanobots because Bolt made it.
Oh, right. Yeah, it is. It's not made of nanobots, though. It is just transforming. It can transform.
Yeah. Hopefully, it can give me like a different. Like basically make me look like someone else. So.
No, it can't do that. It has 2 modes currently, which is armor mode or motorcycle mode. Those are its only modes. It's not actually nanobots. It's just it's similar to the Transformers in terms of how it works. It just has 2 modes.
Dang it. So I just basically need to. So for something like disguise mode. I just need to give it like a blueprint or something like that.
No, you just need to go into armor, and then one of the features in power armor says, oh wait, that's not actually a thing in default power armor. Never mind. Yeah. The armor, you can go into armor mode, but it won't really be able to disguise itself at all.
Okay, so I'm basically he on my motorcycle now, zooming off as far as I can, and hopefully, and call Older to make sure her rattle's all right.
Okay, as you call Alder, roll me a D100.
I can't right now. I'm eating noodles.
Okay.
God damn it! Why are we all eating noodles?
I'm not
I
eating
don't know.
noodles. I don't have any noodles. I am out of food in the house. 50. Wow. Bog standard. You know you're able to contact Alder just fine, but you hear that there is cop cars not necessarily coming after you, but they're getting close to your location. And you ask Alder, and then Alder explains what happened. Spaghetti without the sauce is my favorite pizza. I did not know that.
Okay, so here's the quick plan. And lose the cops, and then meet up at the location.
The shield defender says the cops are swarming the city. It will be hard to lose them. We're gonna have to leave the city.
Yeah, we're going to leave the city and just meet up at a different location that's not in the at a different marked location that's not in the city. Hopefully.
Alder, the steel defender not steel defender, the shield guardian that you're riding on pipes up and says, "Hey, we're heroes of the local citizens, right? Can we get them to rebel against the cops to help us escape?"
Yes.
I'm pretty sure those same citizens saw me unheroically crash through ability, so it's questionable at best.
Okay. Well, one of them wants us to get out of the city. The other one wants us to cause a rebellion uprising. Which devil on your shoulder do you listen to?
For me, both.
Alder has a plan. What is this plan, Henry Stickland?
Alder is going to use her nanobots to kind of like hide her image and hide Rado's image.
Okay, so how are you hiding them? What are you doing with that?
Are you going to like use nanobots to make it look like you're part of the Shield Guardian?
Oh, alter self. So you can't do that with Rattle. You can do that with yourself. Yeah, Alder, did you ever heal Rattle?
Yes.
What did you use to heal them?
Cure wounds. I tried to use cure wounds.
Okay, cure wounds with extra piercing damage. I just saw that because of the favored foe and swarm damage thing. Okay, so you use a second level cure wounds, it looks like.
Actually, I use 4th level.
4th level.
Actually, no, I can use a 5th level cure wounds.
Why is it... Okay, so you need to roll me 3 additional D8 then. Wait, how do you have a 5th level cure wounds?
A 5th level spell slot.
How did you get that?
I am a magic caster level 9.
Oh, wow. You do have that. What is your level? Oh, wait, hold on. You can't use the 5th level slot. Do you know why? because of the rule in the campaign of if you cast a spell with a spell slot, it costs 2 spell slots.
Oh, then I'm gonna just use this a 4th level.
Yeah, that works. So I'm going to ignore the 6 on there and just say that you got 11 plus 13 plus 8. That is 19 plus 13. That is 20, 37? No, 33. Yeah, 32. You got 32 healing, right? Yeah. Rattle, you are okay. Rattle, you regain consciousness when you get healed this amount, and you start breathing again. Which is still weird for you that you breathe, because you got used to being a robot for so long that you sometimes forget how to breathe.
Hey, Alter, can you switch the host or play a different video?
What?
Alter's in the activity, and he's currently host.
Oh, they're asking if you can change the video and the activity on Discord.
I don't know how.
Fair enough. I have no, I'm not in it, and I can't be in it, because then the stream would be.
If I leave it, well,
Yeah, it will change host back to me.
Okay. Thanks, Alder. Rattle Darkstar, thank you, Alder.
Alder's Where is Alder's response?
I don't know. Where is it? I don't see it. Okay, so we can get recruits or cyber. You're currently still trying to escape the police. This is not the time to get recruits onto your side. So, Rattle and Alder, I'll have both of you roll me a D100, and yes, both of you roll. That's Rattles and Alder. Alder. Okay, you see that a helicopter is starting to fly towards both of you. And it's a helicopter with in big letters COP on the side.
Very big letters.
You know that the COP is Corporate Special Forces. That's not what the acronym stands for, but that's basically what they are. They are the corporate's equivalent to the FBI. So...
It literally spells cop.
It literally says COP, yes. It's Corporate Operative something. I've figured out what the P is. I'll figure it out later.
Pursuers.
Yeah.
Pest control.
Pest control would be PC. It's 2 words. Oh, here we go. Corporate Operative Paratroopers.
Paratroopers instead of stormtroopers. We don't want to get copyrighted.
Alder, Rattle, what are you two going to do? A helicopter's coming towards you.
Minigun. Minigun.
You don't have a shield guardian with you. Alder, I have an idea for what you can do.
And I sort of do something interesting.
Yes, you can. I also had an idea for an interesting thing to do. Well, what's your idea? You can DM it to me if you want to. Power armor can turn... No, power armor cannot turn you invisible. Not unless you have an extra upgrade. Yes,
Yeah, we need
actually you can. And I was thinking of this from the game Prototype. Fox Warrior.
Yes!
Alder can do that. She can not only do that, but she can also use that to grapple onto it if you want to grapple the helicopter.
Can we? That's gonna be so fun.
Okay, so... Rattle, are you fine with Alder taking their turn first? Because I think this is going to be interesting. Alder, please suplex the helicopter. Yes! You're about to give the people's elbow to the fucking helicopter!
Yes. Yes.
So, all of you just see Alder smirk, stand up, and then just unleash a wave of tendrils out of their arms as nanobots just fly out towards the helicopter and grab onto the tail rotor and the side door. Alder, I'll have you give me a athletics check to see if you can grapple onto this thing and hold on to it. Oh, please don't. Too late. Too late, Ryle. Yes, you can grapple onto this thing. So,
I just thought of something way dumber. Alder, Spider-Man swings underneath the helicopter above it and just suplex dive into the helicopter.
I don't think they want to suplex dive into the helicopter blades.
Exactly.
Anyway, so, you have one of three options here, Alder. Either one, you can launch yourself into the driver's seat and hijack it. Two, you can use your nanobots to just throw the thing on the ground. Or three, you can grapple yourself over to it and then suplex it. Which do you want to do?
Third.
Suplex. Okay, so you just use the tendrils to launch yourself at its tail rotor, crash into it. Go ahead and give me an attack roll.
What would the attack roll be?
Dexterity. Because you're maneuvering yourself through the air. 10. Okay. You aimed for the tail rotor. You missed and conked your head on the missile rack. Roll me a D100 to see if you explode a missile in the rack.
Can I re-roll that with Fate or Inspiration?
Yeah, if you have, yes. With either of those.
I'm gonna use Inspiration.
Are you talking about the Bard ability, or...? Okay. You manage to slam right into the tail rotor. You break off the tail rotor, but since it's still connected to your nanobots, you're still holding onto it. And you now can just push yourself downwards towards the ground if you'd like to.
Yes.
By literally using your power armor to basically propel straight downwards. My earpiece messed up with Alder mistaking. Yes! You said it wrong, and then Alder just immediately took it as permission and just... Okay, give me another attack roll. This time it's for what are you aiming on the ground? Are you just aiming for the center of the street?
Is there other corporate Is there other corporates?
There is some police cars.
Hitting the police cars.
Okay, give me an attack roll. Yeah. Alder, no. Alder, yes! Freaking Vegeta from Dragon Ball Z. Okay. You managed to crash the helicopter directly into the police cars. And you cause a large explosion as the missile racks in the helicopter actually explode along with the engine. Okay. This is going to be a combination of bludgeoning and fire damage. This will explode in a 20-foot concussive fireball.
Do they have the speed to...
Go ahead. Whoever said that.
Do they have the speed to somehow outrun it?
No, because this is literally exploding in Alder's space.
Ah.
Alder Alder is purposefully riding this thing to the ground. They are suplexing this thing into a cop car. It's exploding on impact. Sorry about that. Alright, so it will be 6d6 fire damage and 6d6 bludgeoning damage. The second one is bludgeoning.
Oh my goodness. If Alder loses an eye, she can literally become undying.
She is immune to the bludgeoning, but she is only resistant to the fire damage. Nope, none of it is magical, because this is technology, so no, it's not magical. So, Alder, you're immune to the 19, but you take half of the 29, so you took 14 damage. But, you were also launched 30 feet away from the explosion, as you completely blew up the cop car and killed about a dozen police around you. So, Rebel, you got to watch all that happen. And, Zoro, the only indication you have of this happening is you hear... actually, Zoro, I'll give you a chance. You hear Alder yelling yes in your microphone. Do you try to go look at her direction?
No, because I can assume whom she is doing something Alder.
Okay, so you hear her yell yes in the background, and then a few moments later, you hear a loud explosion from behind you in the city. Notably, Alder, you caused more destruction than you realized. Do you know why? You also damaged some of the skyscrapers nearby, including the one that Rattle is standing on. So, roll me a D100 to see if you start collapsing any of the buildings near you. Dora, roll me a D6.
I'm still eating.
Odds it's Rattle, even it's not. Would go to save the health of the building. Yeah. You will get to do that. You're also... So Rattle also flew down and is trying to currently help save people in the collapsing building. I'll just roll a D6. 2. Okay, so it is the building opposite of Rattle that is actually starting to collapse, which you see is some sort of office building, and you see people starting to panic inside of the building as they're trying to run out, as it's slowly tipping over from losing part of its base. What do both of you do? Also, Zoro, what are you doing while this is all happening? It's a mediocre show. Really?
Oh god, Alder's legit turning into Undyne.
Yes. Also, I just dropped my fidget spinner. I didn't know I didn't know Undyne didn't like The Office.
No, but the way speaking power, she's like, fuck The Office, it's a mediocre show!
Right.
Actually, I have a stupid idea.
Alder suplexes a helicopter for no reason.
I have a stupid idea to save the building from falling.
Sure, what are you going to try to do?
Bab,
Beb? What?
can I pull a Spider-Man?
Are you going to pull the Spider-Man train scene? Okay,
Yeah.
Oh boy. I'll let you try. Roll me a D100 and roll high. As you try to web up the building. No.
I want to roll again with Inspiration or Fate. Like, you know, the
Yes,
things that
okay. Use your inspiration of fate. You only have a limited number of those.
I just haven't used it this whole entire time.
Okay, you can use one to re-roll that D100.
Ah!
You have to keep the second result. Despite your best efforts, you can't use nanobots you're unable to hold the entire building back with your nanobots. They're starting to crush your nanobots, and they're damaging some of the nanobots. So are you going to try to still continue with it damaging your nanobots, or...
I'm going to pull the nanobots back.
Okay. Pull it back. I'm using the power armor to hold the building up. The power armor does not give you enough strength to hold a giant freaking skyscraper. It does not give you that much strength.
I'm just gonna help Rattle get the people out of the building.
Yeah, the best idea would just be help evacuate the people out of the building. Meanwhile, there is police officers starting to drive up towards your location.
Oh, I know what to do. I'm going to drive there to help.
Okay.
Like, I'll shout stuff like, beg for people to get out, so if the police go after us, they'll get more bad rep.
Okay. So Zoro also comes over to help evacuate the people, and he yells for them to get out to safety.
Yeah, and obviously go inside to help.
Okay. So all three of you are going inside to help. A lot of the police officers think for a moment whether to shoot you, but then they hear you say that, and a lot of the police officers are also going inside to help. So they're actually helping you to rescue the citizens. They've actually put aside their differences enough that Corporate is helping you evacuate the building. For now. Yes. No one wants innocent lives to die here. Alright. Would someone like to give me a D100 roll? Actually, no, all
Not
three
me.
of you roll D100s. We're gonna see how good your collective luck is. And I'll roll one for Corporate as well.
You roll mine.
Yes, I will. Alright, here is yours, Foxy. Alright, so Alder, you managed to find quite a few of them and get them out of the building safely thanks to your nanobots. Rattle, you managed to spread the message for them to evacuate and help them a bit, but Zoro and Corporate, not so much. Corporate specifically loses a lot of officers as they're starting to get crushed or trampled by the people trying to get out of the building as quickly as possible. Then if you've seen Black Friday, you know why. And as for Zoro, Zoro, you are trying to tell people to get out of the building and trying to help them, but in a lot of cases, you're either not being listened to or they're just not accepting your help as they're just running off on their own.
Yeah. I thought I would be mostly like breaking down doors that are stuck or something like that. Like, basically get rid of obstacles so people can leave faster. That's what I thought I was doing, but okay.
Well, okay, repeat that to me because I couldn't quite hear you.
Okay, the yelling thing was supposed to be like a one-time thing, so people outside would know like we're helping. So if corporate arrest us, they'll get more bad rep.
Right.
The
So what are
yelling
you doing inside the building?
Yeah. Once I'm inside the building, I'll be like breaking open like stuck doors or like objects people are trapped under, so like the evacuation can go out smoother.
Right, okay. You're starting to do that. So you're able to do that to rescue a few people. Corporate, there's stuff being collapsed, and then also, they cause a small explosion in the bottom of the building, which just increases the problem because of them mishandling something and the water heater going off in the building. So, yeah, no, the building's going to collapse in... The building's going to fully collapse in 5 turns. You have 5 turns to evacuate as many people as you all collectively can.
Alder, are you able to do through another of those trick rooms?
Another one on the what?
Those trick the magical room with the rope.
He's talking about rope trick.
I don't have enough spell slots. I have only one left. Spent 2
Damn it.
on a web.
And he's basically saying if you want, it could use rope trick to try and get some people evacuated, but I don't know if that's a great idea. You could.
Rope trick is a safe zone inside.
Yes,
So
it is a safe zone. It can only hold a limited amount of people, but yes, it is a safe zone.
we'll just try to get with my very ultra fast 200 feet of movement. I would like try to get the people higher up on the floors and like basically get as many as I can carry and get them down floors as fast as I can.
Alder, I had an idea for one thing your character could be doing.
Oh?
Your character could be doing two things actually with your nanobots. Either one, you could be making nanobot bridges to help let them cross from the higher levels into a different office building or get down. Or two, you can try to make a makeshift giant trampoline of some sort. A cushion for them to land on.
So I mean, like you said it was raining, right?
It's heavily raining, yes.
I have an idea.
Okay. Shape water. Okay, you're using shape water because there's a lot of water around. What are you
Using
using
the
shape
rain
water for?
to make that bridge.
Okay.
Ladder.
You don't have a... Wait, you can make it salt because it freezes the water. Okay, so you're able to turn rain over the course of these turns into ladders, which you then use to help people escape by freezing it in... That's clever. That's very clever.
Wait, you can freeze water?
Yeah, you can freeze water with the shape water cantrip.
Oh, they're legit just did water bending, basically.
Yeah.
I asked that in game and just got an idea. Why not just freeze water around the building so it stops from falling?
Because I don't think they're far ahead. Let's do that.
Also, they can only freeze up to a 5-foot cube at a time.
If we din out the cube enough...
That's true, Metal. You can cast Featherfall on people as they dive out of the building. That's actually really clever, just continually casting Featherfall as people dive out of the building to make sure they fall safely. That's pretty clever. How many spell slots are you going to expend doing this? Because that'll determine how many people you...
I was thinking, basically, making a brace for the building so it...
You can't... Oh, they already tried that with the webs before, though, Zoro.
Yeah, but with the ice.
But the ice is not stronger than the nanobots are.
Oh, never mind then.
Yeah. Also, they can only do up to a 5-foot cube at a time, so it's not like they can do an entire shell around the building in one go or anything. Remember, you have a limited number of turns to do this. With the ice ladder, I figure they're making it as they go. Like they're using the turns to make it as they go.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're doing that. Rather Darkstar is using Featherfall to try and get these people down, as well as also just escorting them down to power armor. Zoro is trying to free people and use his doom them out like Flash would do. Corporate, meanwhile, is just kind of going in there trying to free people and investigate the building, in addition to accidentally fucking shit up as they're losing employees. And you have 4 first level spell slots. Yes, but it costs 2 spell slots to cast a spell, so you have 2 castings of Featherfall. So really, you can rescue up to 10 people this way. Alder, go ahead and roll me 5d20. Since you had the best success here. 50. Okay, you managed to rescue 50 people from the building. Alder.
How much people are in this freaking building?
This is a 40-story building. It's a high-rise skyscraper. I said that. Alright, You do 2 feather falls, which that's another 10 people. And then Zoro, go ahead. Oh, actually, Zoro can't roll, so I'll go ahead and roll 2
Actually, I
d20
can
for Zoro.
roll. Actually, I can roll now.
Okay, roll me 3 d20, Zoro. Actually, yeah, 2 d20. Featherfall lasts for a minute, and it's an instant cast.
Oh, it's a reaction. Never
Yeah.
mind. I thought it was like it takes a minute to cast.
No. It takes a reaction. Usually you use it when you're falling, but in this case you use it when other people. Roll me 2 d20, Zoro.
I'm trying, but it's frozen a bit.
Okay,
Give me a
want me to
moment.
do it for you?
Sure.
23. So, 23, 50, another 10. Rattle, what are you doing for the rest of your turns in addition to the Featherfall? Yeah, Alder basically made a ice slide. Like she was frozen.
How do we both think the same thought?
Because we share the
Okay.
same brain cells.
That was literally what I was
Okay.
about to say.
We have the Flash. We have Dr. Freeze. Who's Rattle going to be?
Lex Luthor.
My first thought was Dr. Manhattan, but okay, Lex Luthor, sure.
Rex Luthor is rich.
Says the person currently holding 3 gold bars in their vault.
Fair enough.
I was thinking it would be Batman. Okay, sure, you're Bruce Wayne, sure.
That's how
Either way.
wings do.
Doesn't matter. So, Rattle, what else are you doing besides the 2 feather falls? You have 3 more turns. The gas station owner is... I would think the gas station owner is more like Superman. Except he can't fly. Like a non-flying version of Superman.
Superboy. He can't fly.
Superboy can fly.
What?
Yeah, all versions of Superboy can fly. Even Crypto, the super dog, can fly.
I swear there was a version of Superman that can't fly.
I'm sure there is, but I'm...
Red Sun.
Which one?
Red Sun.
Ah, Red Sun Superman, that one. And also Golden Age Superman can't fly. He can just leap tall buildings in down. That's who the gas station owner is. He's Golden Age Superman. Because he can also leap tall buildings. Anyway, Rattle, what else are you doing with your other 3 turns? Because you only have 2 turns of Featherfall. What are you doing to evacuate people? We're almost done with this stream, by the way.
Okay.
Once we get all of the stuff resolved with the building, we'll be done. Would guide people to the ice slide. Okay. Roll me 1d20 then. What?
Not
You helped
quite.
get 1 extra person. Okay. So, I'm sorry. I'll let you re-roll that, Rattle. You deserve to be re-roll. I'll let you re-roll. That's mean. 17. 17 extra people. So, okay, 17, so that's 27 from you. That is, combined with the 23 from Fox, makes it 50. And then 50 more from Alder. My TV turned off. But you all managed to rescue 100 people.
How many turns do we have left? Because I know I have double action if that already did.
Yeah, I took your double action into account with your D20 roll.
Ah.
Yeah. Don't worry, I already took into account all your stuff. And yeah. Also, I'm back. I can hear you all now. Alder, can you check how many are left in the building? No, because after you get these 100 out, the building has now actually fully started to collapse, and it actually impacts into the building across the street because it's leaning forward.
Oh, God.
Who would like to give me a D100 roll to see what happens to the other building?
I'll roll it. I have the most luck.
Sure. Yes. Sometimes stuff happens.
31. I'm not lucky anymore.
It actually it crashes into the other building and starts to rip through levels of the building as it's falling forward, and it causes that building to start to tip.
God, how heavy are these buildings?
Oh, you legit have the lucky feet?
You can't use the lucky
don't.
feet on the D100 roll, though. You can only use it on the D20 roll.
I don't have anything that can help. Hey, let me check my features. Maybe I have something.
However, I will point out some good news, though. The good news is, in the building that you just had it happen, there was only 150 people there, working there. You rescued 100 of them, and 20 others made it out. So there was only 30 people that got trapped in that building.
Cool.
As for the other building across the street, well, that's currently starting to collapse. However, we've run out of time for this session.
No.
So, I will leave it on a cliffhanger here. Thank you everyone for watching, if indeed you still are. Is there anything else anyone would like to say before we go?
God damn it. I forgot I have channeled divinity.
I knew you had something!
What's your channel divinity?
I basically make a false illusion of myself.
Oh, that kind of... that's situational.
What would you have used it for?
When we were being chased by the police, I could have, like, helped Rebel hold.
Yeah, that one. Okay. So, if there's nothing else, what did you tell Zoro to do? Zoro used the Godspeed chip to climb to the other building. We will resolve that next time. So, thank everyone for watching, if indeed you still are. I'll talk to you all next time. Goodbye!